news, analysis on this matchup, and keys to a Trojan win. Now let's head to the gym for Countdown to Tip-Off right here on KINA.
They knocked off the number 4 ranked team in the state of Kansas, according to the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association. Heston, one lost team a year ago. They got third at the state tournament. They got knocked off by Southeast of Saline 40-37. Heston led at the end of the first quarter 8-5, and then Southeast of Saline swung that score by 6 points and led 18-15 at the intermission. Southeast would still lead by 1 at the end of 3 and then hang on in the fourth quarter for a 40-37 win. Nobody in this game, neither team had a double-digit lead. Biggest leads in this game, Southeast of Saline had an 8-point lead and a 7-point lead at one point. Heston's biggest lead was 4. Southeast kept them close all night long and ended up getting out of Heston with a victory. Now the Lady Trojans are 2-0, and they'll look across the court at another team that is 2-0. And that's a rarity for the Abilene Cowgirls. They're under a great start. We will tell you about that and tell you about some changes made for the Abilene Cowgirls when we come back. The JV game just wrapped up. Southeast of Saline got a victory there in the junior varsity game, so warm-ups just beginning as we get a little bit of a late start here in Gypsum. Southeast of Saline basketball coming your way. We will step away here on Countdown to Tip-Off. It's brought to you by L&L Advisors, and we will get ready for Southeast of Saline Lady Trojan basketball. Full pregame coming your way. You can also view this game live on SalinaPost.com. It's presented tonight by Smart Insurance.
Sets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home. Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Find Mary Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing life.
Now is the time to join Kansas Wesleyan University's thriving music department. Our institution boasts a rich array of ensembles guided by a team of dedicated faculty members. With recently upgraded facilities, you'll have access to state-of-the-art spaces designed to foster your musical growth. Join the KW family to discover your potential as a musician and prepare for your future. Learn more today at kwu.edu. Again, that's kwu.edu.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
Are you looking to upgrade your home with high-quality flooring and appliances? Look no further than Salina Appliance and Flooring. We're your one-stop shop for all your home improvement needs. We offer a wide selection of flooring and appliance options. Visit our showroom today located at 740 North 9th or our website at salinaappliance.com.
The Appliance Center, your local, trustworthy, and family-owned appliance dealer, providing sales, service, and parts for Salina and the surrounding area since 1980. The Appliance Center, just north of Ace Hardware on Broadway in the red and white building. Stop in today and experience the Appliance Center difference.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Welcome back here to Southeast of Saline. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly here courtside in our favorite spot here at the Purple Palace in Gypsum, Southeast of Saline's home game. Gym looks a little bit different here, Kev. We come in, and for the first time in Southeast of Saline varsity basketball, we will be playing with a shot clock. We went through all season last year without seeing a shot clock, how unbelievable that was. And then more schools now putting it in. It still remains an option. It still remains a league choice by some leagues. And first couple of games we start out with Smoky Valley and Heston in the Central Kansas League. My understanding is they didn't put it in for their league, so now we are back here at home. Everybody in the NCAA, where Southeast of Saline resides, put a shot clock in except for Sacred Heart. Abilene's first two games so far, the Cowboys and Cowgirls have seen a shot clock in both of those games. So as I was talking to Trent Sanchez a little bit, he said it was a little bit of an adjustment. He said the guys play so fast it didn't affect them as much as the girls. He said, but he's confident the Cowgirls will be ready for it tonight. It'll be interesting to see how Shauna Smith's squad puts up with it in this game. I'm sure they practice with it. They've gone through routines and situations. But a shot clock here tonight, along with the new lights in the gym, the old Purple Palace is looking a little bit brighter, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you remember last year at this game at Abilene went to that stall mode, and that's actually what tripped them up and allowed Southeast to get back into that game and ultimately win the game. But, yeah, I don't think – I mean, even with the pace that Southeast girls play with, I don't know that it affects them that much. They like to get up and down the court, so it ought to be fun to watch.
It will be. That game last year, Southeast and Abilene, that was a real interesting game. Remember, Abilene just kind of came out in front and they just really kind of handled the game as far as it went. Southeast of Saline comes from behind. They get a victory 47-42. I think that was really the first time that we just really took notice of the capabilities last year of the two freshmen in the backcourt with Heinrich and also with Samuelson. I remember early on in that game, Heinrich really struggled. Reese was having trouble with pressure. She was making a lot of turnovers. Shauna Smith took her out of the game early, set her down for a little bit, let her regroup, let her calm down. And then when she put her back in, Reese was much, much better in that game and just kind of snowballed and just kept building from there. That was a pivotal part last year when Southeast and Saline and Abilene hooked up, was the two freshmen in the backcourt growing up and kind of settling into their roles.
Yeah, and Shauna really didn't have a choice. Yeah, she could pull her for a short amount of time, but you know, they were freshmen. It takes a little bit of time to get used to the speed of the game, and I think it just shocked them because, let's be honest, like that arena over there in Abilene, they get it rocking pretty good, and I think it was kind of like, hey, little starstruck from our freshmen right out of the gate with, you know, some silly turnovers and allowing Abilene to build that lead. But, you know, once they kind of calmed down and kind of methodically just kind of kept chipping away, you know, like I said, and then they're late with about 4 or 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, they kind of started, Abilene kind of went to that stall type offense, and that allowed Southeast to get over the hump and eventually take the lead.
I agree with that. They were kind of thriving on chaos at the time, and once they stopped the chaos, it really came back to affect them more than anything. Abilene's off to a good start, as I mentioned. We come back, we'll have a segment, we'll look more at the Cowgirls and get in depth with them. They had a really good freshman in that game last year, too. She's off to a good start in her sophomore year. We'll tell you more about Tessa Herman and the Cowgirls when we come back. Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by L&L Advisors. It is also brought to you, Southeast of Saline Basketball tonight, by the Southeast of Saline Education Foundation, Kelly Kitchener, Shelter Insurance Agency in Salina, Copico, along with Dr. Andrew Westbrook at Mowry Clinic Sports Medicine. Visit Dr. Westbrook at his sports injury walk-in clinic in Salina every Monday and Thursday mornings for your activity and sports injuries. Back with more Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by L&L Advisors. We're about 8.5 minutes away from starters and the tip right here on KINA.
phone keeps ringing. There are even strangers knocking at your door. Open enrollment time for Medicare and prescription drug plans is here, and it brings all kinds of unsolicited activity. Call a local firm with people you know at L&L Advisors. Plans can change pretty drastically year to year, and the agents at L&L Advisors are happy to answer your questions, give you advice, and make you feel at ease. With 2 locations in Salina, on Roach Street and Central Mall, and on South Main and McPherson. Built on honesty and trust, call L&L Advisors today.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Cole, do you remember last Christmas at the Miller's house?
I'll always remember that day as the Christmas clog. 4 kids, 5 cousins, 2 grandparents, and somebody flushed a Christmas ornament.
Yeah, and they had matching pajamas.
And matching plungers.
Their septic tank hadn't been pumped out in over 6 years.
And they were making chili for 20.
That's when you transformed.
Flush! The freakishly fast frog!
Too much water, too much pressure, and Christmas joy was about to explode.
That's why we're telling folks now.
Get your septic tank inspected before Santa slides down your chimney.
And before Aunt Jan fires up her 7-layer bean dip.
At Lily Pad Septic, we guarantee to inspect your system within 24 hours.
Or you get a free pump out worth $399.
If you need a flush and a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
LilyPadSeptic.com.
Don't let your septic tank clog up your Christmas.
Call Lily Pad Septic.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Santa, we've got a problem. Everyone's Christmas list says the same thing. Remote start.
Ho, ho, ho. Sounds like we'd better call New Image Audio.
Exactly. They've got over 30 years of experience. And they can be moved when you get a new vehicle. It's perfect for your sleigh, too.
Ho, ho, ho. Let's get it scheduled right away.
New Image Audio, 340 South Broadway. Give them a call today. 785-309-1617.
Merry Christmas. And stay warm with a remote start from New Image Audio.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
Back here on Countdown to Tip-Off, getting ready for Southeast of Saline and Abilene will be ladies first as we get ready for this game. Other games tonight that we'll keep an eye on. You can also watch either live or on demand. After this game, Sacred Heart at Chapman. They're kicking off the Irish Classic tonight. We'll have all the Sacred Heart and all the Chapman games for you, broadcast with live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Tonight, the Knights taking on the Irish in Chapman. Also, Salina Central is at Manhattan tonight. Arc City is at Salina South. In the NCAA, Beloit is at Clay Center. Minneapolis at El Saline. Lions at Mound Ridge. Republic County is in the Tri-County tournament. They'll take on Bennington tonight. And Ellsworth is in the Amos Morris Classic today out in Russell. Keep a track of all of those games and more across the area as we are into basketball season full swing here in the 2025 portion of the schedule. Welcome back here to Southeast of Saline. Let's look now at the opponent for tonight. It's the Abilene Cowgirls, and Abilene off to a good start. They're 2-0 on the season. They have a brand new head coach that has led them to a 2-0 start. His name is Ryan Perkins in his first year at Abilene. Right now, we talked about the sensational freshman, now sophomores, the Southeast of Saline has. Abilene has one of their own. Her name is Tessa Herman, and Tessa's off to a really good start in her sophomore season. She has averaged 17 points through their first 2 games so far. She scored 18 against Holton. She scored 19 against Circle. Tessa is 5'9". She's kind of that tweener, as we like to say. She can play a little inside. She can play a little outside. She's very aggressive, especially for a sophomore. And Tessa Herman right now leading the way for this Cowgirl squad that is off to a 2-0 start. And just talking to Trent Sanchez a little bit about that. He's the voice of the Cowboys. He said this is the first time the girls have started 2-0 since 2018-2019. So last time they started 2-0 and had a winning record, that year they went to state. They finished 20-3 on the season. So you can about imagine the last couple seasons that Abilene has had on the girls' side with just some youth and getting people in the right places, and obviously waiting on Tessa Herman to get out of middle school. Excitement right now really high as they come in here 2-0.
Yeah, because one of the things I remember from last year is that they were on like a 17-game losing streak. They we kind of talked and hit on that in that game. And so, yeah, I mean, when you lose that many games in a row and now you're sitting at 2-0, you kind of feel pretty good about yourself. And it's a culture change, right? You go from losing to bringing your own guy in now, and he's kind of looks like he's got some players in place and kind of turning this thing around.
Yeah, they started 0-6 last year, did the Cowgirls, on their way to a 3-18 record. So even last year is fresh in their memories of not being able to get a lot of wins. You have 3 wins all year last year. You're already up to 2. Naturally, you're going to feel pretty good about yourself. Tessa Herman, though, leading the way for the Abilene Cowgirls. As we look at the Cowgirls from the NCKL coming into this game, they are 2-0 on the season. So is Southeast of Saline. This is the first home game for Southeast of Saline as they started out last week on the road at Smoky Valley and then at Heston on Friday, both getting wins in those games. And Shauna Smith's squad, other work cut out for them tonight. Not only a pesky Abilene squad across the court from them, but Abba Pearson sustained an injury. The senior will be out for an undisclosed amount of time. And Abba Pearson hasn't done a lot of scoring so far this season, but being a senior and what she's gone through the last 3 years wearing in Southeast of Saline uniform, she is definitely your leader. You need her on the floor. So it's time for some of these people to step up. We saw, obviously, having a really, really good game. 4 different players scoring 9 points. Kaya Samuelson was one of those. Taryn Getz is off to a good start in her sophomore season. Sutton Douglas had 9 on Friday. And also freshman Veda Durfee. And I think some of the skills that Veda was able to put on the floor against a very good Heston team has people excited about her.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, we kind of hit on it, before we got on the air that she did a lot of really good things as a freshman, and you're going to have to lean on her, while injuries take their course. But I don't think it's all bad for Southeast, because what we've seen against Heston, a high-profile game, and to see her step up in the way she did and contribute 9 points, and really was the difference in the game. There were some times where stuff was getting kind of sloppy, and they went to her, and she went and produced and got some buckets for us.
Let's go ahead and go over your starting lineups for tonight's game. Southeast of Saline and Abilene. Let's hit the Abilene Cowgirls here first. As Abilene comes out, they are 2-0 on the season under the direction of first-year head coach Ryan Perkins. They will be led by Timber Taylor, a 5'5" junior, 8 points, 3.5 rebounds, and an assist per game. McKenna Stover is a 5'8" senior in the starting lineup, 6.5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists a game. Tessa Herman, we talked about her, 5'9" sophomore, 17 points. She leads the team in scoring, 5 rebounds, and an assist and a half. Kit Barbieri, a 7.5 points and 9.5 rebounds per game. She is the leading rebounder for this team. And Layla Pickering will round out the starting 5. She's a 5'7" senior, about a rebound a game for Pickering in that starting lineup. So far, Abilene has knocked off Holton on the road and Towanda Circle at home. They were both close games. The Holton victory was a 7-point victory. The Towanda Circle game was a 2-point loss, win 46-44. For Southeast of Salina, under the direction of head coach Shauna Smith. In her 10th season, she'll start Reese Heinrich. Reese did not score at Heston. Still had a heck of a game. She was their leading scorer in game number 1, I should say. She had 16 against Smoky Valley. Reese is a 5'2" sophomore. Kaya Samuelson, a 5'7" sophomore, will be with her in the backcourt, along with Sutton Douglas, a 5'7" senior. Reagan Duran, a 5'5" junior, and Charlotte Knopf in the starting lineup tonight as well. She's a 6'1" senior. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, Trojan basketball here on KINA.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call 1L.
Can-Equip's annual twine and net wrap sales event is on now. Save with preseason pricing on genuine C&H twine for round balers and square balers, small or large. Choose from a variety of proven net wrap like Armor Net, Legacy, Bale Keeper, American Net, and Varsity Net. Maximum length and maximum strength for the performance you expect. See your parts professional for select rebates and ordering at Can-Equip in Solomon.
Hi, this is Angela Gephardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Starting lineups being introduced right now to the crowd here at Southeast of Saline. First home game for the Lady Trojans being visited by Abilene. Southeast of Saline's Booster Club brings you live coverage to help showcase exceptional student activities and build that purple power. It is always a great day to be a Trojan. Also, tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Kansas Bankers Technologies and Technical Consulting. They are your partners in banking security. Southeast of Saline and Abilene, Kevin's going to be a good game. This is always one that makes sense to me, right? Down Highway 15, it's not that far away. These two schools get together in almost every single sport. Your New Image Audio, keys to success for the Lady Trojans.
Well, I think, up and down the court is really going to be key. I think their pace that they play with when they get sped up, I think they're really good. When they get stagnant is when they kind of slow down a little bit. And spacing, right? Their spacing, they've got way too many good shooters for you to be all bunched up, spread out, make them guard you, find them lanes to drive when they over pursue.
New Image Audio, it's that time of year, probably tell you about it all winter. Drone Mobile. If your car did not come out of the factory and you did not buy it with remote start, Drone Mobile is your add-on at New Image Audio. Not only can you remote start your car, you can also unlock, lock the doors, climate control, kick the heater on. It's all warm and toasty when you get inside. And one of these days we'll probably have some ice and snow, and we'll have to melt that off too. Drone Mobile will help you do that as well. 0-0 up on the scoreboard. Abilene wearing their road orange uniforms trimmed in white. Southeast of Saline for the first time this season wearing their home whites trimmed in purple and black. Charlotte Knopf will enter the jump circle. She will jump it up to start this game. Looks like it'll be Kit Barbieri in the circle with her, and Southeast of Saline will win the tip. Reese Heinrich will control. Kaya Samuelson, one pass, three on the way. That's no good. Long rebound, though. Heinrich will chase it down on the far side. Now her pass out, intended for Samuelson. It's going to be deflected, knocked back the other way. Here come the Cowgirls on offense for the first time. Starting off on the left-hand side, Tessa Herman with the ball, wants to drive early. She'll pass it out, and that pass to McKenna Stover was off the mark just a little bit. Stover will save it. Abilene will have it here in the front court of their offense. 30 seconds in. Shot clock for the first time ever for Southeast of Saline in play here in this game. Abilene had it in their first two games of the season already. Shot clock, speaking of, down to 5. Abilene still working here on offense. Shot clock down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. And Abilene didn't get a shot off already, Kevin. We are seeing the shot clock come into play.
Yeah, and right there, Herman is Abilene's best player, and she touched the ball one time, and they didn't let her get it back the rest of that possession.
0-0 our score. Southeast has it back. Each team has had a possession. 7:02 left to go. We're about 1 minute gone by. Charlotte Knopf getting the start tonight for the injured Adla Pearson. Kaya Samuelson has it on the right-hand side. Little jab step. She wants to come to the left end elbow. Now she drops it off to Knopf. Inside Sutton Douglas. Underneath, Sutton trying to reverse layup. Lots of contact. I don't think the official gave her the benefit of the doubt getting contact underneath on that reverse attempt. Nonetheless, Abilene takes the miss and comes away with it.
And right there, I don't think she needed to do the reverse. I think she had the angle just to go right up and score a bucket.
Being a left-handed player, I would agree with that. Here's an offensive foul. Reese Heinrich inside now on the baseline. Got in the way of Timber Taylor. Taylor stuck the forearm out. Heinrich hit the deck, and the first foul of the game belongs to Abilene.
And those are the little things that Heinrich does so well. Take the charges. She just does so many little things right.
Love good defense. That's the second game in a row now. She has taken a player control on the baseline for Southeast. Reagan Duran has it on offense. Her first touch into Charlotte Knopf, back out to Reagan. Reagan a little head and shoulder fake. She's going to pull up from 12 and sinks it home. That's the Reagan Duran we get to see this season. That one didn't exist last year. I said that last game against Heston. Reagan is so much better. Her mid-range game is a treat.
Yeah, and she just got so much confidence right now. I mean, you can see right there.
10 seconds in the backcourt. Southeast defense doing their job. It's another thing that makes it easy with the shot clock. Official just looks at the clock when it hits 25.
Yep.
Whistle.
There's no quick 10 anymore.
Back-to-back turnovers here on Abilene. They have not even put a shot up yet. Here's Samuelson with it. Here's a three for Heinrich. Splashes it home. Reese Heinrich, you won't see her go through many games where she doesn't score like Friday. She did the necessary things for Southeast in knocking off Heston, just didn't have any points.
Yep.
She and Zat here in the first quarter. 5-0. Southeast off to a good start. Here's Herman, trying to get through a double team. Heinrich's going to take it from her. Boy, Reese is on fire to start this game. Samuelson in a trap. Will go back to Heinrich. Heinrich now will speed across the timeline. Long pass to Douglas. Douglas on the left-hand side. She's going to hop, and she is going to be called with a traveling violation. Good move, good thought there by Sutton Douglas. She just got caught with a walk inside.
Yeah.
First turnover for Southeast.
And for Abilene, this is where you got to be real careful with Southeast of Saline.
Veda Durfee into the game here early for Southeast of Saline, the freshman with 9 points against Heston on Friday. She scored 2 against Smoky Valley in limited minutes on Tuesday a week ago. Full court pressure here by Southeast. Here's a tap by Sutton Douglas. Can't keep it in bounds. She chases it to the far sideline, and Southeast of Saline here early on being a menace defensively.
And Southeast can score in a hurry. And this is what I was just saying is you've got to be real careful if you're Abilene because you can get run out of this gym in the next 5 minutes.
Abilene, long pass up the floor. They'll break the pressure. Ball on the left-hand side. Now a drive and a deflection. Near takeaway by Samuelson. Abilene saves it, though. They're going to shoot a three. Off the front lip. No good. Long rebound tapped out. Heinrich takes it. Heinrich leading a 3-on-2 break all the way down the floor. Reese keeps it. She's clobbered on the baseline. Loses the basketball, and it goes out of bounds. Shauna Smith shaking her head approvingly. Doesn't have a problem with what happened there.
Yeah.
That shot by Abilene, by the way, here, Kevin, with 4:48 left to go in the first quarter, was their first shot attempt of the game. They went through 3 turnovers in a row to start this game.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, too.
Sorry, bud.
No, you're good. You're good.
Kaya Samuelson has come out of the game. In there for hers, Taryn Getz. Boy, Abilene having trouble just getting it across the timeline here early on in this game. Now they end up with a 2-on-none break. Tessa Herman, though, got defense at the last moment. Abilene comes away empty. Sutton Douglas with it. Now the ball taken back, but stepping out of bounds with it after the steal is McKenna Stover. So the two teams exchanging turnovers there. 4-2 is our turnover count. Heinrich with it. She'll go to Durfee, who right now plays guard. She'll pass it to Taryn Getz. Taryn, 2 dribbles to her left, puts up a 3. That's no good. Douglas down low with a rebound. Has it knocked out of bounds from behind. Early on, I'm seeing the inside presence of Sutton Douglas could be a big, big difference for Southeast in this game.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anywhere we've got the advantage, it is inside because we've got them on the height in there.
5-0 Southeast of Saline. Back and forth here. Douglas, Heinrich. Heinrich's 3 just rips the net. Back-to-back 3s by Reese Heinrich.
Home cooking's always the best.
8-0 to start here for Southeast of Saline. Herman with it. Nope, excuse me, that's Barbie Airy. Down low, she hands it off to Herman, and Herman scores. Nice little play there between those two, and Tessa Herman has the first Abilene points.
And it just feels like Abilene has to work so hard to even get something like that going to the goal, whereas our offense, it's just flowing side-to-side ball movement and just knocking shots down.
Kaya Samuelson on the bench momentarily. Now she'll come back into the game. Veda Durfee will come out. So it's Getz, Heinrich, Duran, Douglas, Samuelson on the floor for Southeast of Saline. Alina Watson, a senior for Abilene, has checked in. Also out there for a couple of minutes now has been Kaylee Crane, another senior for the Cowgirls. 8-2, Southeast of Saline leading early. Samuelson with it. She fades to the right. Now back to Heinrich on the left. Heinrich, a little hesitation. She tapped the brakes. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay here with SES on their offensive end.
I'd like to see Knopf post her down there. She's got a size advantage on her, and she kind of looked like she got lost for just a quick second there as the ball got rotated to her side.
Here's Samuelson off the inbounds for three. That's no good. Long rebound, opposite side. Getz has it trapped in the corner. Tried to get it out to Duran. That's going to be smacked out of bounds by Watson. Southeast will keep it still here on their offensive end.
And I think this pace, it's a feverish pace for Southeast right now, but I think this is what they love to do.
Samuelson all the way to the cup, pulls up, layup good. Kaya Samuelson, and a timeout called for Abilene. Samuelson and the Lady Trojans off to a 10-2 start, and Abilene is going to burn a 30-second timeout. Don't forget to check out Salina Post Facebook page during the week and also the X page at S Post Sports. See video highlights from all around the area, proudly presented by Billings Group. Also, don't forget Kansas Wesleyan University has a new marching band program starting up. Learn more about the fall 2026 launch at kwu.edu/marching band. Also, Southeast of Saline basketball brought to you tonight by Smart Insurance. Presenting sponsors, they are proudly serving the Southeast of Saline and Abilene area. They have offices in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. 10-2 our start. Pretty good start here, Kev, for the Purple.
Yep. That's kind of what we expected. Southeast has just got a ton of athletes, and Abilene does too. It's just the pace that Southeast likes to play with and the defense that they can, the defensive pressure that they put on you, it just causes you to make boneheaded mistakes.
Full court pressure here off the timeout, and a foul will be called. It's the first foul of the game against Southeast of Saline. That time, Timber Taylor split a trap, and Southeast got a little too aggressive there. And the foul on Taryn Getz, her first. Southeast experienced some foul trouble with their post players inside against Heston. So far, their guards doing a pretty good job keeping clean as much as they pressure the basketball. Abilene really struggling on this offensive set, and they're dealing with Southeast of Saline traps all over the place. Barbie Airy gets it inside, now back out. Herman on a back cut, still covered, will rise up, shoot, and a foul call. Heinrich was just in the way that time, it looked like. She was defending well, but Herman went up top and got the pass, and then came down and was fouled on her shot attempt.
And Abilene's offense right now is so off right now. They're just throwing whatever they can get to whoever gets open, and Heinrich is kind of she's in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
That's all that was. It wasn't anything she did wrong. She just, the ball was going side to side, and it was kind of getting crazy there for a little bit, and she just got caught in the wrong place.
Reese might have took an elbow in the forehead there. She's kind of checking it out. She'll come out of this game for the first time. Veda Durfee returns. Herman's second free throw. Beautiful shot is up and in. She nailed them both. Herman has all 4 of Abilene's points. 10-4 our score. Into the game, returning now is McKenna Stover. She'll replace Herman. Also, Kit Barbie Airy out. She is going to be replaced by Clovis Stover, a sophomore. Now full court pressure from Abilene, trying to turn the tables here on Southeast with Heinrich on the bench. Samuelson says, I'll take it. Tried to pass it across the paint to Knopf, and that ball slapped out of bounds by Abilene. It will stay with Southeast of Saline, a chance to run some baseline offense. Samuelson up top. Knopf has it. Now to Durfee. Veda watching. Now Samuelson wide open. Shoots the 3. Splashes it home. Nobody in the area that time for Kaya Samuelson, who could see it and be it all at the same time. What a shot there. 13-4. Southeast of Saline's defense is on point, but their offense has come along with it here in this game.
And that's the thing about Southeast. They really can. They get points in droves at times.
It's a traveling violation against Abilene. It's their 5th turnover of the first quarter. Southeast of Saline will get it back. Sutton Douglas returns to the game. Charlotte Knopf will come out. Heinrich still on the bench. Again, Pearson out tonight, not playing for SES. Samuelson brings it across the timeline. Looking at a 1-2-2 zone defense. Samuelson throws it out of bounds over the far side, looking for Getz. Those two couldn't hook up, and that's the 3rd turnover for Southeast of Saline.
And those are the turnovers that'll just drive you crazy as a coach because it's unforced. It's just a pass.
Against the zone.
Yeah. So it just drives you crazy there.
Timber Taylor will check out. Tessa Herman back in. She was out enough to catch her breath, and now she's back out there. Full court pressure again for Southeast. Abilene brings it across. They'll jump stop right in front of the Southeast bench. Now work it down low. Returning back out now. 3-point attempt. Top of the circle. That dies off the rim. No good. Samuelson has it. Here comes Kaya. Head up the floor. Now she stops. Works it back to the middle. Underneath Durfee. Had it go off her fingertips. That pass a little too hot from Samuelson at half court. And Veda couldn't control it underneath. It's turnover number 4.
And I think right there, if Samuelson just kicks it out to the wing, it's a better angle to feed that in anyways.
Here's a ball that's tipped, nearly taken away by Southeast of Saline in the backcourt. Abilene now passing it. They get it up the floor inside of the 3-point line. Big collision down low. Nothing called. Look at Durfee climbing the ladder for the rebound on the backside. Here comes Southeast of Saline back the other way. Minute and a half to go, first quarter. Samuelson with it, top of the circle. Looked in at Sutton Douglas a couple of times. Abilene still playing that zone. Getz has it. She's in the middle of the floor, top of the key. Now to Durfee. Samuelson open again. 3-pointer. That one misses the mark. Sutton Douglas trying to get the rebound. Saved it from going out of bounds, but Abilene will clear it. Here come the Cowgirls back the other way. They have numbers as Getz hit the deck and is late to get back. Spin move in the paint. Herman lost it out of bounds. It'll go back to SES.
And one of the things that kind of confuses me a little bit with as many threes as we've already made here, I don't understand quite what Abilene is going to a zone for, in the sense of they haven't rebounded the ball very well and they've given up a ton of threes. What the zone will eat you alive and allow you to let other teams shoot threes, and it's hard to rebound.
Here's Douglas going down the paint, left-hand side, got the hoop and the foul. Sutton Douglas streaking down the left-hand side of the lane, has a chance at a 3-point play.
And she just wasn't going to be denied. She had one thing on her mind, and that was getting to the goal and going and scoring.
Clovis Stover guilty of the foul. That's her first. Abilene has 2 team fouls. Douglas, free throw, air balls off to the left-hand side. 15-4 our score, under a minute left to go, 56.6 on the clock. It's the biggest lead that Southeast has had so far. Abilene still dealing with full court pressure. They'll get it across. Little shovel pass to McKenna Stover that time. Back to the top of the key. Herman trying to do it herself. Spin move inside, traveled with it. 7 turnovers for Abilene.
I'm just really impressed with our bigs when Abilene does get it inside. They just play straight up. They don't come down and try to foul or block shots. They just go straight up.
There's Sutton Douglas trying to find Charlotte Knopf up the floor. That's going to be another unforced turnover for Southeast of Saline. That is number 5. Still an 11-point lead here for SES. 40 seconds left to go. Timber Taylor returns back to the contest. That'll prompt Taryn Getz to pop up off the Southeast bench. She's coming in. We haven't seen Heinrich since it looked like maybe she took an elbow to the forehead. I'm not sure if that's affecting her right now or if Shauna Smith just wants to protect her from getting 2 early fouls here in the first.
Yeah, she looked down there like she was going to get ready to put her in, and then she changed her mind, so I think she's okay.
There's Taylor, dumps it off late, basket up, basket good. That's a good break there. Ends up with Kaylee Crane hitting a 2-pointer. Clock down to 25 seconds left to play in the opening quarter. 15-6, Reagan Duran on the left-hand side. Veda Durfee, now she's going to settle into the paint along with Getz. Getz will pop out on the right wing, now to Durfee in the baseline. Back out to Samuelson, clock down to 9. Getz back inside. Durfee has her shot blocked and taken away. Now it's going to be a foul on Sutton Douglas. And Sutton will commit her first foul. It's team foul number 3. Nobody in jeopardy of a bonus situation here in the first quarter. We only have 5 total fouls, 3 on Southeast, 2 on Abilene.
Yeah, and I think Durfee, as she gets a little bit more time, that's a power move where she's got to put one dribble down and she's got to go.
Here's a long pass. It's going to be tipped. Now loose ball. Herman picked it up. Looked like she might have walked with it. Now she's going to pull up for 3 at the end of the quarter. In and out, no good, and that will be the end of the first. A good opening quarter here for the home team. Southeast of Salina up to a 15-6 start. Second quarter action coming up. You're listening on KINA and watching live stream video on SalinaPost.com to this Abilene Southeast of Saline matchup. It's brought to you by Smart Insurance.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
Visit Suburban Appliance Center to see the Whirlpool washer with 2 ways to wash. This is the 2-in-1 removable agitator. This Whirlpool washer has flexible capacity. You can take the agitator out for bulky loads or keep it in for items of smaller loads. This opens up space in the wash tub and allows you to wash bulky items like comforters with no problems. Shop at Suburban Appliance Center and get twice the washer you have at home. Suburban Appliance Center. Quality service with every purchase. Located on South 9th next to Genesis Health Clubs.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Second quarter ready to start. Abilene will have the possession to start. Southeast of Saline will have the lead, 15-6. Second quarter of the girls' game. They're already at halftime in Chapman. Sacred Heart leading Chapman in the girls' game at halftime, 25-23. Close game there. Barbie Airy down low, kicks it out. Now it ends up in the hands of Herman. Tessa being guarded by Reagan Durant. She'll dump it off back inside. Here's a tie-up. Taryn gets her hands in there, and the arrow will go to Southeast of Saline. Another turnover on the Cowgirls. That is number 8 of the half. 15-6. Getz, Douglas, Samuelson, Duran with Heinrich back out on the floor. Reese has hit her first 2 shots of this game and sit on the bench for quite some time. Samuelson playing catch with Getz and Heinrich up top beyond the three-point line. Taryn will fire. That'll come off no good. Sutton Douglas with the putback and the score. Sutton Douglas with 4 early on.
And she is just so smooth on that left-hand side. She just gets it and goes right back up.
Well, I don't know strength-wise that Abilene really has anybody to match up with her down low.
No.
There's a step through and a wild shot at the backboard. Rebounded by Abilene on the other side, but a foul will be called here against Southeast of Saline. They're going to say it's a shooting foul and award free throws here to Abilene after the foul called on Kaya Samuelson. That'll send Clovis Stover to the free throw line. For Kaya, that is her first. Southeast has committed 4 fouls so far, but they're all on 4 different players.
Yeah, and there, she doesn't even need to do that. She's got Douglas that's protecting the goal and doing a fine job doing it. So she doesn't have to pick up a crazy foul doing something like that.
First free throw, no good by Stover. She'll get a second attempt. It's up also off the heel. Race for the basketball won by Reagan Durant. Abilene so far 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Here's Samuelson, 1 pass inside. Douglas, it came from half court from Heinrich, and Sutton has scored again. I think Shauna Smith has found something in there that we were talking about with Sutton Douglas down low. 19-6, back up by 13 now are the Lady Trojans. There's a step through, beautiful move down low by Kit Barbieri. And she is fouled. She'll go to the line. That was a nifty move.
And, you know, if you look at players' growth from one year to the next, that's a play that Kaya never makes last year. She doesn't have the confidence to make that play. And you could see that was there. She's seen it right away, and there was no hesitation.
First free throw attempt up, no good. After making their first 2 free throws, Abilene now has missed 3 in a row. That last foul is on Sutton Douglas. She will come to the bench now with 2 fouls. Charlotte Knopf back into the game for SES. Free throw up, second attempt, also no good. Here's a rebound by Knopf. She's going to take it away. Now Abilene trying to take it away from her, and a foul will be called on Tessa Herman. That'll be Herman's first foul.
And I know it's early, Devin, but one of the things I look at, like with this Southeast team, is they really have a lot of really good pieces to make a deep run. And I don't know what's going to happen, but you can really see that, you know, with Shauna and the coaching, that she's got a lot of pieces to work with.
And it's depth, right? You want to run, you want to play that Smith style of basketball. You can even say it's the Reedy style of basketball where it's defense first, pressure, getting up and down the floor. You have depth to do that. I mean, obviously Abbott's going to come back at some point in the season. We don't know when that is, but you start really looking for the postseason about the Sterling tournament time, right?
Yeah.
Here's Abilene with it, up the floor. Drop step. Beautiful move again by Barbieri inside. Missed the first shot, got her second attempt, and that's no good. Now Samuelson speeding out with it. Her and Duran are winning the race down the floor. Samuelson will keep it. A blocking foul will be called on Abilene. Foul is going to be on the floor, said the official, and it will be against Timber Taylor, who got back in the way of Samuelson that time.
And I think there she probably should have dished it up the court. She had one Trojan up in front that she could have got it easy to and made it a lot easier.
It would have been fun to see if Reagan Duran could have got control of it, and because Reagan was flying.
She was going.
Pretty sure that's not the pace she runs cross country with. It's probably a little bit more methodical than that. There's a kick out. Samuelson to Getz. Her three-pointer won't go. And there's Reagan Duran to get the rebound. Reagan bottled up, but she gets it out to Heinrich. Heinrich now plays it back to Kaya Samuelson. There's a gap in the zone. Samuelson pulls up, puts a 15-foot jumper in the air. That's no good. Duran with the rebound. Look at that athlete go. Reagan Duran not only out-jumped everybody to get the rebound, then she elevated and knocked it in off the backboard on the mid-range jumper. Reagan Duran taking control, and it's a 21-6 Southeast of Saline lead. Full timeout. We'll step away. 5:34 left to go here in the second quarter. Lady Trojans by 15 on KINA.
It's natural to think that insurance is complicated, but at Farmers Agency, we know a thing or two about helping to make it easier by explaining your available coverage options. And with over 25 years of experience in insurance, we can help you through the process step by step. Call Kniper Agency at 825-8419 to learn more today.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
This is Jeff with Vanderbilt's in Salina. The weather is getting cold outside. Stop in and see us. We have loads of cold weather gear, base layers, hats, gloves, coats, jackets. We have heated jackets, sweatshirts, and socks, and a store full of items that will keep you warm. If you are feeling that chill or the wind is getting through your clothes, come see us for warm gear from head to toe at Vanderbilt's in Salina.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Full court pressure by Southeast of Saline, but they don't have anybody back. Reagan Duran is going to race down the floor and commit the foul. The foul is on the floor as Reagan was able to sprint back and get into the action there. Southeast had a blown assignment defensively, not everybody back, and it might be because of the lineup they have out there right now. A really guard-heavy lineup, but somebody missed what they were supposed to be doing there defensively. Nonetheless, no score there for Abilene. Now they throw it into the backcourt, and they'll have to chase it down and bring it back across. The last foul on Reagan Duran, by the way, was just her first.
And some of the coming out of a timeout, everybody should be talking who they got. Somebody just missed an assignment.
Barbie Airy inside, and Kit has her first field goal of the night. 21-8. 5:05 left to go, second quarter. Southeast basketball here at home for the first time this season. Durfee down low. Into Durant. Out to Heinrich. Open three. Short, no good. Battle for the rebound. One inside by Barbie Airy. She'll play it out to Herman, who's doing most of the ball handling now for the Cowgirls. Spin move. Durant there with her. Herman inside. Looked like she took extra steps. That ball got caught up on her shoulder, and Tessa couldn't control it as she travels inside.
And sometimes when you're the leading scorer and you're kind of the best player of that team, the pressure becomes on you when you get down to kind of try to do too much.
Abilene still in that zone. However you want to paint it, you can call it a 1-2-2 or a 3-2. Here's a mid-range jumper. Durfee, that's no good. Loose ball on the floor. Looks like Reagan Duran just took a massive elbow there. She's going to get up and shake it off, though. Herman got her good with the right hook. 21-8. 13-point lead for Southeast. And a foul will be called on Kaya Samuelson. She was locked up with Stover. Stover took her to the baseline, and a check foul called there on Samuelson. That'll be her second foul. So Samuelson and Douglas each have 2 fouls. Still 4:15 left to go here in the second quarter. Herman will check out of the game for Abilene. Samuelson staying in there for Southeast. Douglas is on the bench with her 2. Abilene had trouble getting it in. Now they play it in the mid-range, left-hand side. Stover has it. Started out right, comes back left, shot up no good. Samuelson with the rebound. They're going to call a foul on Stover trying to get that ball. So McKenna Stover commits her first personal foul. Southeast at the limit here in the second quarter of 4 fouls. Abilene, that is their third team foul.
And realistically, we had the 1 shot clock to start the game for Abilene, and it's really never been an issue since then.
You haven't noticed it, have you?
You haven't noticed it.
Yep, hasn't got low at all. Here's Duran looking inside. Missed Durfee, but it comes all the way through the Abilene defense, and Taryn Getz will save it for Southeast. Now in the hands of Heinrich. She'll play it in the corner to Duran. Ends up with Samuelson. Quick swing on the left to Getz. Now down low. Duran attracts a crowd. Out to Samuelson. Step back three on the way. Off the mark, no good. Samuelson, though, got the carom in her own rebound. She'll pull up mid-range. That's no good. And now a foul on the rebound underneath against Southeast of Saline. Samuelson having a challenging night shooting the ball. Boy, she's taking really great shots. It's not going in the cup right now.
Yeah, and I think that, with the way that Abilene's playing that zone, they're leaving a lot of gaps, angles that she can drive. I think she needs to get to the cup.
Free throws coming up here for Abilene. That was the 5th team foul. And it is the 2nd for Reagan Durant here in this game. Kit Barbieri to the free throw line. She's a junior, 5'11". First free throw is on the way. Too strong. Takes a big bounce. Ends up on top of the backboard, and she'll get another one here after that miss. Tessa Herman back into the game. She will be accompanied by Charlotte Knopf, who is returning. Douglas and Duran now on the bench with 2 fouls each. Second free throw. That one rattles in.
I'm not sure, but I seen what
the
everybody
lane
else
violation?
seen.
Yeah.
I mean, they were literally in the lane before the shot even went off. All right.
3 points for Barbieri. 21-9 now our score. Abilene has closed this Southeast of Saline lead down to 12. 3:19 left to go, second quarter. Getz with it. Heinrich. Skip pass now. Samuelson back to Getz. High post. Durfee. She's going to turn. Go to the cup. Fouled and free throws coming up for Veda. That was the things that you see just keep coming, right? It's like a little bit of a surprise every time Veda gets the basketball because you're just thinking, okay, what's next? What's she going to try next? Because right now she's going through the Rolodex of memory, isn't she?
Yeah.
Like, what do I do? What can I do?
Yep.
That time she took the ball, just squared up and went right to the bucket.
And the thing is you kind of hold your breath because she's a freshman too, right? So it's kind of one of those things where like, oh man, don't do that, and then you're like, oh no, do that. Yes.
Yeah, that's
good
what
job.
I'm saying. It's like she's going through the Rolodex of I've never tried this before on this floor. First free throw miss, she does. Can the second one for the 3rd straight game and scoring in all 3 games now to start her freshman year. Veda Durfee in the scoring column. That last foul is on Clovis Stover, her second. 22-9. Southeast student body gets into it. They're making lots of noise. Down low to Herman. She's going to kick it out. Taylor for 3. Got it to go. Timber Taylor. Her first basket of the night.
And Southeast went to a zone there. They went to like a 3-2 zone and left a shooter wide open.
Here's a shot that is up off the backboard. It's no good. Blocking foul on Abilene. Veda Durfee will go back to the free throw line. So Veda getting active inside. And that time she went right at Tessa Herman, and Herman will get her second foul.
Yeah, and there again, she just gets the ball and she goes. She knows what she wants to do, and she has the ball.
First free throw. A little too strong, no good. (22-12). Durfee's second free throw. Got that one. Just like the first trip, missed the first, got the second. She has 2 points now. Each team at the limit on fouls. The last 2:39 to go. We'll be shooting free throws. Southeast now going to a zone. Perhaps to protect some of the foul trouble it's developing for them. They go to a 3-2. See how active they are out of it. Underneath, Taylor gets a shot, trapped underneath the rim. She throws it up over the basket, no good. Charlotte Knopf will clean the board for Southeast. Here comes Samuelson, back the other way. Mid-range jumper, 16-footer, left-hand side, no good. Battle for the rebound, taken in by McKenna Stover for Abilene. Stover, head down, speeding up the sideline. She's going to run right into Reese Heinrich. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound, taken in by Getz. She is fouled, and Taryn will go the other way. 4 free throws. There were 2 hands extended to Taryn to help her up. One was a teammate, one was wearing orange. I'll give you a guess where she went. She went with the teammate. So Taryn now will step to the free throw line.
And I will never question going to a zone because of foul trouble, but you kind of breed. They get a little more success because they're able to move the ball a little more freely. And they have really struggled this whole half of moving the ball side to side against our defense, against our man.
Misses her first free throw. She will have the second attempt here with 2:07 left to go. It is up and it is good. Southeast of Saline doubling up Abilene here, 24-12.
Can't have 6.
Yeah, Barbie Airy was trying to check in. I think the horn was late coming from the table, so now she will get in, and she will be able to replace Watson. Southeast of Saline gets grouped up here defensively. Of course, they're all pointing, knowing where Tessa Herman is residing. Right now it's in the corner, right in front of the Southeast of Saline bench. Inside 2 minutes to go. Taylor drives off to the left-hand side. That's a traveling violation that went unwhistled. And it's a three-pointer by McKenna Stover. Boy, she took a huge hop with the ball in her hands. Yeah. Now a single-digit lead for Southeast, 24-15. Here's Heinrich. She'll take a baseline jumper off the dribble and puts it in. Reese has been really good tonight shooting the ball. You almost wish she'd shoot a little more. Yeah. She has 8 points.
I don't think she's hit the rim all
Doesn't
this
look
whole
like
half.
it, no.
It has been all money shots.
Here's a steal. Veda Durfee takes it away. 10 turnovers for Abilene. The turnover machine on both sides has quieted down a little bit, but that one belongs to Abilene for the 10th time. Samuelson with us, 75 seconds left to go. Here's Heinrich again. That one rattles off. Boy, that was from deep. And the rebound inside. Barbie Airy will take it away. She'll play it off to Tessa Herman. Herman looking over the middle. Now she fires it off to the left. Ends up down low along the baseline. Now back out. Southeast still playing that zone. Ball on the right-hand side. Pickering has it. She's going to run over a Southeast player. Both of them hit the deck. Loose ball is in the hands of Charlotte Knopf, and now a foul will be called on Abilene. Charlotte will go the other way to shoot free throws with 49 seconds remaining.
And you can see this pace. These Abilene girls are gassed right now.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's not a lot during the season that you're going to see that will be at a higher level than playing at Heston.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a track meet with a basketball in the middle of it.
Yep.
Because they were getting up and down, up and down, up and down.
Free throw missed by Knopf to the right-hand side for Layla Pickering. That was her second foul. Pickering, Taylor, Herman, and Stover all have 2 fouls for Abilene. Nobody in this game with 3 fouls as of yet. Coach is doing a good job protecting them so far. Knopf's second free throw off the backboard. Nearly went in, but it will not. And it comes back the other way with Abilene. There's a wild dribble that's going to be lost and taken away. Southeast claims it back. Samuelson down the left-hand side of the floor. Pulls up at the three-point line. Now back to the middle to Heinrich. Heinrich with a big fake. Back to the right to Samuelson now on the left. Gets with it. Those three playing catch along the perimeter. You might wonder here if Southeast is going to play for the last shot. Here's a tall pass that Heinrich jumps up and brings it back in. Now to Samuelson. Nobody on the left-hand side. Heinrich now will take it from her. Tall pass into Knopf. Her shot, no good. Clock down to 13. Here comes Abilene back the other way. 10 seconds left to go. Taylor dribbling off to the left-hand side, and Heinrich with a foul, and that is not a great foul. Steve Reedy claps his hands in frustration as Reese Heinrich has just picked up her second foul.
And in that situation, you just don't need it. She's not shooting. She's so far away from doing anything good. You just bail her out and put her right at the line.
Taylor's first free throw is up and no good. Neither one of these teams have shot free throws extremely well. Keep it here at halftime. We'll give you stats from the first half. We'll also check scores around the area and have a conversation with Francis Flax. It's all coming up here in about 6.5 seconds. Here's a free throw that misses off the left-hand side. Samuelson scoops it up. Clock still not running. Heinrich gets the layup, and it's up and good. Heinrich has 10. That was a feed from Samuelson. Clock down to 2, down to 1. Herman's shot is up and no good. And right now, Abilene's coach, Ryan Perkins, losing his mind. I don't blame him. There was a lot of things that went wrong there in that last couple of seconds. The clock didn't start. They tried to buzz a sub in during a live ball. Boy, got to get that cleaned up. 28-15 is our score. We are at halftime. We'll take a 1-minute break when we come back here on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories Halftime Report. Francis Flax will join us. It's all coming up next. Lady Trojans lead it at halftime, 28-15 here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
This holiday season, while you're wrapping gifts and decorating, remember to protect what really matters. Your home, your family, your peace of mind. At Smart Insurance, we know the best gifts don't fit under the tree. They're the ones you count on every day. From home and auto to life and business coverage, Smart Insurance helps safeguard the moments and the people you treasure most. So as you celebrate the season, celebrate with confidence, knowing we have you covered with locations in Abilene, Salina, and Harrington. Merry Christmas from all of us at Smart Insurance.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Lady Trojans of southeast of Saline, no turnovers in that second quarter. They have held on to a 28-15 lead here at the half. Joined now by Francis Flax, head coach of the southeast of Saline Trojans. His guys off to an 0-2 start after tough games on the road against Smoky Valley and also Heston. It's good to be at home, isn't it, Coach? It's good to see the gym and everything in it. For the first time, we get a shot clock. It's a new experience for everybody. How's your week gone so far?
It's been a good week. You know, I'm one of those guys that my cup's always half full. So,
that's right.
You know, we're progressing. I like some of the stuff we've done. We've been able to put in a couple of extra things now because 2 practices. So all that's and the guys, they're sticking with it, man. These guys are going to be all right. We just got to be patient.
It just felt like we were on a rocket ride last week. And you waited so long to get the football guys back, and once they're in the gym, it's like, okay, go, 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 go. You've had a little bit of time now with them, not much, still 2 games this week, but you had a weekend with them, got your first 2 games under your belt. I know one thing that you're not going to question with this group, and we haven't seen it at all, is a lack of effort.
No, they're going to give effort.
Yeah.
They'll give effort for 40 minutes or 32 minutes every game. You know, it's been the 2 games that we've played, contrasting our opponents played contrasting styles. You go to the Smoky Valley game, they packed that zone, and our post players didn't do very well. Our perimeter did very well. You get against Heston, and they are really, really on you on the perimeter. And so, therefore, our perimeter players didn't do very well, and our post players did real well.
Yeah.
So we talked about that in practice yesterday. Man, we just got to put some of that stuff together now. But I don't think you'll see a team for a while that'll be as relentless defensively as what Heston was.
Yeah, Tiernan Potocek got up to such a great start in that first game against Smoky Valley. You could tell he was definitely a focus of Heston when we rolled in there on Friday. Yeah. Who's some of the other guys will you look to step up when Tiernan's getting that extra defense?
Well, we've got to have more out of Isaiah Kerr. And, of course, I didn't think that Hendricks played very well the other night. But he's he just absorbs everything I try to tell him. So he's going to get there. Adam Teal's got to do even more than he did the other night.
Yeah.
But he did a good job against Heston, and Kane is getting more confident, and I think he's getting better every game. So those guys all have to step up. We have to have, of course, our main bench player is going to be Lily, and he has to provide a little scoring punch for us also.
Let's talk about the shot clock. The girls' game here, we saw it be a factor on Abilene's first possession, which was ironic because they played 2 games already with a shot clock. Southeast hasn't at all. When you look at your fellas, how much have you talked about it? Have you practiced with it? How much of an issue is it with you right now? Have you made a big deal, or have you even had time?
Well, we haven't made a big deal, and we haven't been on this floor. So yesterday, we talked about what would happen when it gets down to around the 8-second mark, where we want the ball and whose hands, and what we're going to do off of that. So I don't think it's going to be much of a factor.
Yeah.
But point of emphasis, not really, because you know, we like to get and go.
What do you see about this Abilene team? It just seems like the Cowboys have just gotten a system in place. It doesn't matter who's coaching them. It could be Coach Taylor. It could be now Kyle. It just, man, they are ending up at the state tournament in 4A every year. They're always seeming like aggressive. They always have decent size. Seems like they always have a Becker that's pouring in points somewhere.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Cowboys this year?
Well, they probably aren't as deep as they were last year, because they had all those seniors last year, and the bench players were good also. Becker, we've got to find a way to control him. If he gets 25, 26 against us like he's done the last 2 games, we might be in a lot of trouble. But they also have some kids that like to take it, and the only focus they have is getting to the rack. So we got our work cut out for us. We know that. But I think we're semi-prepared for these guys. I think we're about where I want to be.
Where do you want to see most of your guys here tonight? First game at home.
I want to see them play together, play for each other, and just scrap and claw and fight. We did a better job of rebounding second half against Heston the other night.
Yeah.
That was impressive. Now we've got to do that again tonight.
Good luck. Thanks for your time. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
Francis Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. His guys tonight, their first home game, taking on the Abilene Cowboys. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll look at stats from the first half. Get you ready for the third quarter action. It's halftime, and it's brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Cole, do you remember last Christmas at the Miller's house?
I'll always remember that day as the Christmas clog. 4 kids, 5 cousins, 2 grandparents, and somebody flushed a Christmas ornament.
Yeah, and they had matching pajamas.
And matching plungers.
Their septic tank hadn't been pumped out in over 6 years.
And they were making chili for 20.
That's when you transformed.
The freakishly fast rock!
Too much water, too much pressure, and Christmas joy was about to explode.
That's why we're telling folks now.
Get your septic tank inspected before Santa slides down your chimney.
And before Aunt Jan fires up her 7-layer bean dip.
At LilyPad Septic, we guarantee to inspect your system within 24 hours.
Or you get a free pump out worth $399.
If you need a flush and a rush, call LilyPad Septic.
LilyPad Septic!
Don't let your septic tank clog up your Christmas.
Call LilyPad Septic.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Santa, we've got a problem. Everyone's Christmas list says the same thing. Remote start.
Ho, ho, ho! Sounds like we'd better call New Image Audio.
Exactly. They've got over 30 years of experience, and they can be moved when you get a new vehicle. It's perfect for your slate, too.
Ho, ho, ho! Let's get it scheduled right away.
New Image Audio, 340 South Broadway. Give them a call today, 785-309-1617.
Merry Christmas, and stay warm with a remote start from New Image Audio.
Can-Equip's annual twine and net wrap sales event is on now. Save with preseason pricing on genuine C&H twine for round balers and square balers, small or large. Choose from a variety of proven net wrap like Armor Net, Legacy, Bale Keeper, American Net, and Varsity Net. Maximum length and maximum strength for the performance you expect. See your parts professional for select rebates and ordering at Can-Equip in Solomon.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here ready to start third quarter action, brought to you by Smart Insurance. Let's go over scoring from the first half. Southeast of Saline leading 28-15, led by Reese Heinrich with 10. Sutton Douglas with 6, 5 for Kaya Samuelson, 4 for Reagan Duran, 2 for Veda Durfee, and 1 for Taryn Getz. For Abilene, 4 points for Tessa Herman. Then Taylor, Stover, and Barbie Airy all have 3, 2 off the bench for Kaylee Crane. Southeast 3 of 9 from the free throw line, while Abilene is 3 out of 10, and a traveling violation against Southeast on their opening possession of the third quarter. Kev, what do you think about that first half, and what do you want to see from Southeast here in the second half?
I want to see them get back to the pace thing. We kind of slowed down a little bit, and we kind of became stagnant, and we didn't really reverse the ball as much as we had been and getting wide open shooters, and I'd like to see them to just keep attacking that zone.
Here's a putback by Charlotte Knopf off a Sutton Douglas miss. That thing sat on the rim and thought about going in, but ultimately decided not to, and it falls off, and the ball out of bounds will go to Abilene.
And I think part of that, though, is Douglas going out with those fouls. Mm-hmm. You know, we didn't have that dominant presence inside.
Full court pressure here by Southeast of Saline. Reagan Durant comes from behind, and she's going to knock the ball free. Underneath, beautiful feed to Samuelson. Kaya can't get it to go. Sutton Douglas can't get the one on the right-hand side to go down. And now an alternate arrow situation that will feature Southeast of Saline with the ball underneath their own basket. Boy, 3-point blank opportunities for Southeast here to start this third quarter, and they haven't scored. Here's Douglas down low, back to the basket, turns, she'll draw the foul. Foul on McKenna Stover is her second. I think now you start watching that big group of girls from both teams that have 2 fouls, right? Who's going to get number 3?
Yep.
Here early in the third quarter, that could affect this game. Douglas' first free throw hits the front of the rim, but crawls in. Sutton has 7. 1 of 2 from the free throw line so far in this game. Douglas' second free throw hits the front of the rim that time, but did not go in. Rebound, Barbie Airy. Here comes Abilene with it, 29-15. Southeast of Saline leading by 14. Stover has it, wants to go inside. Partially blocked down there. Kaylee Crane had her shot blocked, but now it's going to be stolen, taken away. Tessa Herman will take it away and score for Abilene. Herman has a half a dozen now as she leads the Cowgirls with 6 points. A little bit different of a starting crew here. Crane did not start the game. She started the second half, though, for Abilene. Down low, Douglas swings through. Good shot attempt again. Comes away empty. Boy, Southeast just has a lid on the basket right now. They're getting it to the rim, just unable to score.
Yeah, they're getting everything they want. I mean, they're throwing it down low to Douglas, and she's just going to work. She just cannot capitalize.
29-17, first minute and a half of the third quarter. Herman with it in the backcourt. Now they advance it across. Barbie Airy has it. Now she'll play it back out in a double dribble violation. Taylor took too many dribbles, picked it up, and dribbled again. Turnover number 12 on Abilene.
And you can tell with this Abilene group, there's just a few of them that feel real comfortable with the ball in their hands. The rest, they would just soon pass it out.
I might have missed 1 or 2. I never claimed to be perfect, but I didn't have Southeast with any turnovers in that second quarter.
I didn't either.
Here's Heinrich, 3-pointer, splash it home. Free throw line extended, left-hand side. Reese now with a baker's dozen. 32-17.
That's that basketball, Matthew. It won't go inside. At 2 foot, we're just going to go real deep and throw it up and see if it'll go in there.
Why shoot layups when they're only worth 2?
That's right.
Here's Taylor inside. She gives it up after she gets in the paint. Now out to Herman. Herman waiting on Barbie Airy down low. Back and forth move, up and good. 5 points now for Kip Barbie Airy. 32-19. Heinrich in the backcourt. She dances back and forth with Crane. Now long pass up the floor, Duran. Now to Heinrich. They swing it right-hand side, Samuelson. Samuelson had it cooked and ready to go, but gives it up. Now gets it back. She'll skip it through the defense. Heinrich. Reese open. Little head and shoulder fake, though. She won't fire. Here's a little drive by Durant. Back out to Samuelson. Now over to Heinrich. Reese likes this one. It's up, and it's going to be short. Ball tapped out of bounds. It's going to go off of Abilene as Taylor and Duran were jockeying after it. Now Southeast has to be aware here. There's 7 seconds on the shot clock.
And I think that's where you want to see Reese take that first shot. That's such a better shot to take. I mean, she has nobody on her. and then it rotates around, and she takes it with someone on her.
Here's the inbounds play. Heinrich passes it up, now gives it up to Samuelson. She'll shoot with 1 on the clock. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Taryn gets. She keeps it alive. They get a new reset. Here's Samuelson in traffic right over the top of the 5'8" McKenna Stover. Kaya Samuelson now with 7. She did not score in the second quarter.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see Kaya do. If those outside shots are falling, get to the cup. Just keep working, get downhill.
Stover with it on the SES logo. Now she'll dribble drive handoff to Herman. Herman now will do the same to Taylor. Taylor gets into the lane, kicks it out to Crane. 3-pointer on the way. Canned it. Kaylee Crane, her first 3 of the game. She has 5 and a 30-second timeout called here by Abilene. We'll keep it right here. 4:31 left to go in the third. It's a 12-point Southeast of Saline lead. Get you up to date on some scores around the area. Salina South's girls, they won tonight over Arc City big, 49-16. Salina Central's girls having trouble with Manhattan. Right now, the Lady Indians up 49-29 after the third quarter on Central. End of the third also, Minneapolis leading El Saline 48-17. Let's see if there's anything else that we are interested in right now. Ellsworth leading Smith Center 10-8. Also, Chapman's girls lead Sacred Heart 45-39 with about 3:20 left in the fourth quarter. So Chapman and Sacred Heart doing battle. Here it's 34-12, Southeast of Saline with a 12-point lead. They also have the basketball. Reagan Duran right in front of head coach Shauna Smith. Now to Douglas. Skip pass over the top of the defense to Samuelson. Abilene back in a zone. Over to Douglas, right-hand side. Duran's wide open inside, missed it. Boy, Southeast just cannot get that ball in the hole from inside here in this quarter.
And everything's being executed except for the finish. I mean, they're getting exactly what they want.
Lead remains 12. A little inside-outside. Abilene goes back inside, and now a beautiful pass down low. Barbieri turned, got into a double team, but then at the last second found Tessa Herman underneath, wide open, was able to get her the ball, and Herman scores. Down to a 10-point Southeast lead. Skip pass over the top, stolen away by Stover. McKenna Stover takes it away for Abilene.
And that's such a tough pass to make against the zone because, I mean, there's just so many people on that backside.
You always have somebody on that backside that is loose and doesn't have responsibility that can gamble, and that's exactly what happened there with Stover stepping out. Abilene can cut this down to a single-digit lead for the first time since way back early in the second quarter. Herman drives to the hoop and scores. Tessa Herman is coming alive. She has a half a dozen points here in the quarter. And a timeout called by Southeast of Saline. We'll step away and take it as well. It's a 60-second timeout. 3:16 left to go here in the third. Southeast leads at 34-26 on KINA.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North Ninth, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
3:16 left to go here in the third. Abilene has come out of the locker room, and they have taken the Southeast of Saline lead from 15 down to 8. Lady Trojans, though, with the basketball. They started this game on an 8-0 run. Samuelson with it, watching the offense go to work. Now Duran along the baseline. Got herself in a little bit of trouble, but saves it out safely to Douglas. Heinrich now on the right-hand side. Heinrich has her dribble poked away. Getz will pick it up. She'll get in the paint, and a foul call. Taryn Getz just split a double team that time and earned herself a trip to the free throw line.
And the thing is, a lot of this is just self-inflicted, allowing Abilene to come back. defensively, we've been pretty decent. Offensively, we can't make the bunnies at the goal right now.
Barbie Airy guilty of the foul. Taryn Getz' first free throw is up and in. As I said, both teams pretty bad from the free throw line in the first half. Southeast was 3 out of 9. Abilene was 3 out of 10. Second free throw up and good. Taryn Getz looking to change that shooting percentage. Taryn tonight has 3 points. They're all from the free throw line. She's 3 out of 4. So she's the exception in this game.
Yeah.
Full court pressure by Southeast, back up by 10. Barbie Airy has it in the middle of the floor. She'll shovel it back to Herman. Herman brings it across the timeline, now crosses over, gets back to the middle. She'll hand it off to Timber Taylor. Taylor back to Herman on the right. Working free throw line extended on that right-hand side, maybe trying to establish Herman inside. Taylor gets it in the paint, falling down, shovels it out for a three-point attempt. That's up and no good, and now a foul will be called as Barbie Airy comes streaking in from the outside. Got the rebound from Veda Durfee and then was fouled. She'll go to the free throw line after the foul on Veda. First foul on the freshman, Veda Durfee. Barbie Airy to the free throw line. First free throw misses badly.
Happens.
It does.
I've been there.
That's the second one we've seen in this game. One for each team.
Yep.
Been there. Second one, off the heel, falls in. 3 points in the quarter, 6 for the game now for Barbie Airy. Back to a 9-point Southeast of Saline lead. Samuelson will bring it up.
I just think if you're Southeast, you still got to go to the attack mode, even in this zone. Move the ball side to side, make this zone move, and somebody will get wide open.
Samuelson with it, wants to drive, gets underneath, stuck along the baseline. Here's Heinrich, and Heinrich is fouled. Here's the dynamic that you have with these two sophomores. Samuelson got stuck. Reese knew she was in trouble. The pass, though, that Kaya made to Reese was in an area she knew she was going to be, not where she was.
That's right.
She led her right into that. That was a beautiful look from Kaya Samuelson. Heinrich to the free throw line for a couple. First one up and good.
And, you know, we're talking about a couple of sophomores that are going to be around for a few years to come. I mean, the future is so bright for the girls' basketball team.
Both free throws in the cup at Southeast, trying to change their fortunes from the free throw line. So far, they have done that here in the third quarter. 5 of 6 from the stripe. Back up by 11. 2:07 left to go in the third. Barbie Airy has it down low, wants to turn the corner on Durfee. I'm not sure she didn't travel. And then the ball went up off the top corner of the backboard and in. So Abilene has found something they want to go to here with Kit Barbie Airy inside. Back to a 9-point deficit as Abilene just keeps trimming it back down to single digits. Here's a pass inside. Durfee looking for Duran. That's going to be a turnover. Number 3 for Southeast. Over to the right-hand side. And a steal by Southeast. Samuelson took it away from Stover. Up the floor to Duran. She'll elevate, shoot, and that won't go. I'm telling you right now, Southeast cannot buy a bunny down low. Their layups, their block shots, nothing is going in. But Reagan Duran will go to the free throw line.
How frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah, they could easily probably have a 20-point lead right now. But those close to proximity shots that are right there point blank, they are just not falling. Reagan misses her first free throw. That foul for Abilene was against Alina Watson. That is her first.
And that turnover on Durfee there, that's just a young mistake, right? You see it there, but you don't see the person coming behind.
Reagan missed her second free throw. Samuelson, though, gets the offensive rebound. Kaya has it in the corner. Faked a shot. Now she picks up her dribble. Bounce pass inside to Durant. Back out to Getz. Now we're to Samuelson right-hand side. Sutton Douglas down low. She'll jump stop, get in the lane. Shot up, no good. Durant coming in from the outside in, trying to crash. And it's going to be another alternate arrow as a dual possession occurred that time on the rebound. This one belongs to Abilene.
We've got to be 0 for 6, 0 for 8 within 5 foot.
Feels worse than that, doesn't it? Still 1:13 left to go here in the third. 38-29. Abilene with it back. Full court pressure from Southeast of Saline. It's been an entertaining game to watch. Both teams getting after it here defensively. And both of them going on offensive runs. Here lately, though, it's been Abilene. Stover brings it across the timeline. She's been guarded closely by Kaya Samuelson. Now Stover gets around her. She somehow flipped the ball over her shoulder. It's going to be a basket that goes in and a foul called on Southeast of Saline. I don't know how they didn't get Stover for a traveling violation there, but don't take anything away from the pass where she found Herman, and Tessa was able to score and now has a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, I thought for sure it was traveling there. There was just a bunch of steps, and the ball just got thrown up, and she was in the right place at the right time.
Herman makes the free throw. She's 3 for 3 in this game. We can't blame her for the bad free throw shooting either. So now Abilene within 6. It's the first time it has been that close since back when it was 6-0. Actually 8-2 at one point. So Southeast has it. Reagan Duran with that foul. She's the first one to punch the ticket to the 3-foul club. About a 20-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Samuelson with it. Down low now, Duran. Reagan's going to skip it to Heinrich. Reese fakes the 3. She'll drive to the free throw line. Out to Samuelson for a tray. Knocks it down. Kaya needed that in a big way. She has 5 now in the quarter. She has 10 points in the game. That's her second 3. She hit one back in the first.
And she needed that with no doubt, but we needed that as a team to kind of get something rolling here.
41-32. Southeast playing defense. Shot clock is off. 13 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Right now, Abilene getting directions from their head coach. Clock down to 6. And a turnover. Heinrich takes it away. 41-32. Southeast of Saline will take a lead into the fourth quarter as Kaya Samuelson hits a big 3 right before the fourth, and we will take a break. Back with fourth quarter action. After this, Southeast of Saline leads it 41-32 here on KINA.
Are you ready to make a meaningful impact? Join our professional healthcare team at Salina Regional Health Center. We're seeking dedicated individuals who are eager to provide exceptional care to our community. Our growing organization offers competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and opportunities for growth. We are committed to supporting you in your career. If you're ready to join a team that values compassion, teamwork, and outstanding patient care, apply now at srhc.com or reach out to me, Tess Madro, in Human Resources. Great careers start here. Salina Regional Health Center, we take care of you so you can care for others.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and in the Central Mall, Salina, and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly back here. Southeast of Saline, first home game for the Trojans this year. Girls lead Abilene 41-32 as we go to the fourth and final quarter, presented by Smart Insurance. 3 turnovers in that third for Southeast, 1 for Abilene as the Cowgirls cleaned it up in the turnover front. Also, free throws much better. Southeast of Saline went 5 of 8. Abilene went 2 of 3. And now Southeast of Saline scheduled to start out with the basketball here in the fourth. Kaya Samuelson with it. She'll go right-hand side to Taryn Getz. Back to Kaya. Skip pass over everybody to Reese Heinrich in the corner. Reese, a curled bounce pass into Sutton Douglas, who tries that reverse layup again and comes away empty. Rebound underneath with Barbieri. Up the floor to Stover. Stover down low. Hit Clovis Stover that time. McKenna Stover to Clovis Stover. And a foul.
Jump ball,
sorry. Arrow belongs to Abilene. Wanted to go inside to Tessa Herman. The ball was tipped. Tessa ends up with it anyway. Tough shot underneath the rim. And now the ball out of bounds on the baseline. Samuelson went diving after it, unable to come up with it. 41-32, 7.5 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. Just underway here in the fourth. We'll have a guys game for you coming up in this doubleheader of Trojan and Cowgirl and Cowboy basketball tonight. Heinrich up top with Stover. There's a shot put up. That's no good. Barbieri comes down with it, though. Goes back to the glass. Hard shot. Won't go down. Sutton Douglas with the rebound for Southeast. Here comes Southeast of Saline up the floor. Duran with it. Trapped along the baseline. Somehow she finds Samuelson opposite side. Her baseline jumper won't go. Kaya trying to get her own rebound, and it was poked out of bounds from behind by Herman. It will stay here with SES. If you're wondering, in the pros and in college, you see partial resets of the shot clock every now and then where it'll go back to 11 or depending on if it's a kickball, a tie-up, whatever. That's not the case in high school. When it resets, it'll always reset to 35. Gets with it up top. Taryn now off the screen. She'll hit Heinrich. Reese for three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Long rebound, takes a bounce out of bounds. Heinrich still not giving up over it. And she went all the way to the locker room door trying to save it. She cannot, and it will go to the Abilene Cowgirls. 6:48 remaining here, 41-32. Abilene got within as many as 6 at one point. The southeast of Saline and Kaya Samuelson hit that 3 before going to the fourth quarter for this current 9-point lead. Still waiting on our first points of the fourth quarter. Inside, Herman fouled by Samuelson. Free throws coming up as Kaya kind of looks the official that time with questions on her face. That's her third.
Yeah, because from where I was at, I seen her, she was just straight up, and the contact was made by Herman, and I think that was the look like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do there.
It's almost as if Kaya felt they were buried far enough underneath the rim that if she could score, she'd let her have it, you know? Tessa gets her free throw to go down. 14 points for Tessa Herman. We talk about southeast of Saline in their sophomore class. Tessa Herman is one. She's also a sophomore. Both free throws in the cup. She has 15. She's been right around where she's been scoring this season so far. Came into this averaging 17 a game. Here's a ball that's nearly taken away by Abilene. Taryn gets though, will pick it up. Now she throws it in the backcourt. Taken away. Taylor has it. Left-handed layup. Good. Southeast of Saline's fourth turnover. And Timber Taylor has 5. Now another loose ball. Samuelson's going to pick it up, and now a foul will be called on Timber Taylor. Abilene's first foul. Southeast coming unraveled a little bit here.
Yeah, if you're Southeast, just take a deep breath, right? You've been in control of this game the whole entire game from start to now. Just take a deep breath, do the little things right, close out, go get passes, and let's get downhill and make this zone move.
Samuelson waiting on somebody to start the inbounds play. Nobody's going. And now Sutton Douglas will have to come help out. Heinrich has it in the corner. She'll skip it over the top of the defense. Veda Durfee back in there. Now to Samuelson, right-hand side. Reagan Durant. She'll collect the defense, play it back out to Samuelson. Kaya dribbles around the defense, has her shot blocked, and Abilene keeps it in bounds and takes it away. What a play that was down low by Kit Barbieri. 41-36, the closest that Abilene has been since the start of this game, and they have the basketball. 5:39 left to go. Trying for the backdoor cut. It's up in the air off of Durant, off of Herman. They're going to say it'll stay with Abilene on their offensive end.
And on defense, or on our last offensive possession, I don't know if you've seen when Douglas got the ball, she had 3 Cowgirls on her. I mean, they are not going to allow her to score inside.
Means somebody's got to be open, right?
Yep.
Here's Crane on the jumper off the inbounds. That comes up empty. Durant with another rebound. Boy, Reagan's having a night. Heinrich with it. She'll play it back to Durant on the right-hand side. Sutton Douglas will pop out from the corner. She'll get it. Now back over to Heinrich. Samuelson will set it up, middle of the floor, back to Durant. Right now they just have Durfee working the inside in the paint. Now Douglas will join her as a three-pointer by Reese Heinrich, and you can go ahead and count that one as well. Reese Heinrich has 18 points. And back up by 8 goes southeast of Saline.
Just what the doctor ordered, right?
Needed it. Abilene with the basketball into the hands of Herman. She wants to drive. Opens a wide open alley. Left hand layup. Good. Tessa Herman. 17 for her. 44-38. 6 points. Southeast lead. 4:43 left to go. Samuelson with it. They'll swing it around. Ends up with Duran. Now high post. They try to go for Durfee. Ball on the floor. Everybody in a scrum. Sutton Douglas dives head first. And she's going to save it, Kevin, for southeast of Saline. Got it to an arrow. And that arrow right now favors the Lady Trojans.
Yeah, that was all hustle and heart right there. I mean, she's on the ground scrapping. You'd like to see Durfee be just a little bit stronger. You got to know there's people around you, and you got to be strong with the ball.
Taryn Getz will check in. Veda Durfee will come out. Getz and Douglas getting their situation here worked out as they switch places. Samuelson has it now to Duran. Now to Getz. Back over to Samuelson. Little head and shoulder bob. Samuelson to the rim. Overshot it. That was a tough runner along the baseline for Kaya, and Abilene comes away with it. 4:19 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Tessa Herman already back at the scorer's table. She just came off the floor. McKenna Stover with it. Now to Taylor. Taylor bottled up there by Heinrich. They'll hand it back off to Stover, who fell down but kept her dribble. Stover with it.
And we were so good in that man-to-man, and we switched that zone and gave up some shots, but we are back in that man-to-man defense now again.
Three-pointer by Abilene. Rebound saved by Samuelson into the hands of Durant. She'll play it off to Douglas. Back to Reagan. Jump shot up and good. What a back and forth that was between Durant and Douglas.
Good defense leads to easy offense.
That is Reagan's 5th and 6th points. Back to an 8-point lead for Southeast of Saline. 3:30 left to play. Abilene with it. They're going to call a blocking foul here on SES.
I don't necessarily have a problem with that call, Devin. The only issue, if I could have one, is that she's out of control. Right, she's out of control, and that's a bailout call for me because she's going nowhere. She's going to the ground, and you're moving your feet
and traveling.
Yeah,
Yep.
So
that's why I like sitting up here. I'm a long ways away from the floor.
Yep. Everything I see up here,
yep.
I mean, I got 20/20 vision.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. 46-38. Southeast still working through here. Reese Heinrich got that foul. That's her 3rd. Herman stared down a three-pointer, didn't intend on taking it. Now she gave it up. She'll get it back inside, and Heinrich down there playing straight up is going to get whistled with another foul. Referee said that she came down on her making that motion. That's impossible. Reese Heinrich's 5'2".
Yep.
4th foul. Shauna Smith didn't like it either. Coach Reedy didn't like it. Reese didn't like it. She's going over there. She's like, I did what? My hands came down on her.
She's 7 inches taller than me. Just saying.
It's physics, right?
Yep.
Urban's going to make the free throw. She has made her last 4 attempts. She is perfect in this game thus far. Got that one as well.
No jinx here.
She's good enough. She didn't even take mine. I said that. I looked at you and I went, oh no. 46-41, 5-point game. Around the horn we go. Heinrich has it, open 3. She'll shoot it. High ball. In ball. Reese Heinrich has 21. 49-41 the score. 2:47 left to go. It's sophomore on sophomore right now. It's Heinrich and Herman having a battle. Abilene with it. Herman kicks it to the corner. Barbieri. Back out to Herman. She wants baseline. Gets us there to help. Now Douglas comes in. They're going to call a foul. Too many hands in the cookie jar that time for Southeast of Saline. Let's see who gets the foul. They're going to say Sutton Douglas. She has 3. Which is kind of funny to me because remember Sutton was the first one to get 2 in this game.
Yeah.
She's done a really good job, and the foul is on the floor, but now Southeast is at their limit. Here's a three-pointer by Abilene. It's an air ball, no good. Samuelson has it, has 3 cowgirls around her, but she gets it out to Reagan Duran. Duran up the floor to Heinrich. Heinrich underneath to Douglas. Layup good! What a break by Southeast of Saline. It's Sutton Douglas now with 9. Back to a 10-point lead. And a timeout called by Abilene. 2:08 left to go in this one. 51-41. Southeast of Saline leads it by 10. We'll step away. Come back with the last 2 minutes after this on KINA.
Oh no! That's the sound of your company's insurance rates going up. You didn't buy Triple Melt De-Icer from Sage Products, did you? Don't just grab any old ice melt from the store. Get Triple Melt De-Icer from Sage Products. It won't harm your concrete or vegetation. And the best part, Sage delivers for free in Salina. We also supply a wide variety of janitorial and maintenance supplies to keep your business or home looking its best. Give Sage a call at 309-1919 or visit us at sageselects.com. Sage Products, the right call every time.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Abilene pushed this lead down to 5. It was the closest they had been since way back early on in this contest, but Southeast of Saline has responded. They've gone on a 5-0 run of their own with Heinrich and Douglas both scoring. 51-41, 2 minutes left to play. Abilene only has one team foul. That may be an issue for them if they elect to foul and put Southeast of Saline on the free throw line here down the stretch. Here's Herman down low. She's going to be fouled. Good foul by Taryn Getz. Yeah. She wasn't going to let Tessa Herman have that uncontested layup. She'll make her earn them at the free throw line, which is exactly what Tessa's done in this game. Herman perfect from the free throw line. Right now, she sets at 7 for 7.
And I'm not sure defensively what we were doing because we're in a man-to-man, but it looked like maybe on the backside they were confused and played maybe a zone or something because it just didn't make any sense.
Taryn Getz has blood running down her right leg from her knee. She'll have to come out and get attended to, and now the officials are checking the floor for blood. And it'll be Veda Durfee coming in for Taryn, who is frantically looking
to clean
up. She's trying
to stop the game.
She doesn't want to. Hold on. She doesn't want to come out.
Hold on. I'm ready.
So they'll look at her and get her patched up. Coach Holmes over there making sure that they get it stopped, and Herman misses the free throw. 1:50 left to go. Herman's second free throw up and good. I think if I heard that right, Veda Durfee was kind of looking over to see if Taryn was coming back, and Coach Smith just looked at her and said, "You're fine. You're in there." I mean, just that right there. Mm-hmm. Give her the confidence to go do what she needs to do.
Yep.
51-42. It's a 9-point Southeast of Saline lead. Just under 2 minutes left to go. 1:50 left to play. Here's Heinrich with it. Full court pressure here by Abilene. Durana still in the backcourt with Heinrich and Samuelson. Douglas hanging out as well. Clock getting down here, and they're going to have a 10-second count. Nope, timeout, Shauna Smith. There you go. Yep. The timeout ninja strike. She knew exactly where they were at and got the timeout before the 10-second count. It's a 30-second timeout. When Southeast of Saline is at home, like we are for the first time this basketball season, we have the products from Sage Products. In the bathrooms, you can see also all around the school, from ceiling to floor, from wall to wall, products by Sage. You can have those same products and have superior products in your home or office. Just go to sageselects.com. 51-42, our score. It's a 9-point Southeast of Saline lead. Taryn Getz is patched up. She'll come back in. Give Southeast of Saline an extra ball handler to help handle this Abilene pressure right now.
And, you know, with us being guard heavy with girls that can really dribble the ball, sometimes that press does that in-the-game situation. It kind of – sometimes we do some things that make you scratch your head. With as good as they are with dribbling the ball, you know, some of these silly turnovers, hopefully they can just take care of the ball here and run this out.
Be right to the edge of the scores table. Duran will inbound it to Heinrich in the backcourt. Reese now one-on-one. They run a clear out, let her operate. Getz nearly had the ball poked out on the exchange from Heinrich, and now a foul will be called on Tessa Herman. And that one might have been in the conversation there of the huddle from Ryan Perkins. What I brought up earlier about Abilene just not having enough team fouls, I don't know that you want Herman taking them on. That is Tessa's third foul.
Yeah, and the thing is Abilene can be real aggressive right now, so you can go for steals and do some of that stuff because you have some fouls to give.
Southeast of Saline playing dangerously close to the half-court line. And that one's called backcourt against Southeast as they turn it over for the 5th time here in the half. Now Veda Durfee will come in for Taryn Getz. Maybe a little offense-defense substitution here.
Yeah, I didn't think that Southeast had possession long enough to be a backcourt like that. But
high post. They go to Barbieri. She's going to knock it down to Stover. Stover will score off the backboard, left-hand side. Abilene not done yet. 7-point game, 1:16 left to go. Samuelson in the backcourt. Long pass up the floor. Duran. Duran will slam on the brakes and have it on the left-hand side. Now Duran works back to the middle. She'll go back to Samuelson. 1:04 left to go. Kaya will be fouled. This one will go against Kaylee Crane. That is just her first. (51-44). Southeast to Sutton Douglas. Douglas back to Duran, playing out near the half-court stripe. Now to Samuelson, now to Heinrich. Abilene's coach asking them to foul, and they do. Foul on Timber Taylor, her third. Still not there. 4th team foul. Taylor's first.
Yeah, and there for Abilene, they just burn way too much time. Like, if you don't get the ball or you don't get the steal, you got to foul right away.
Duran sets it inbounds, gets it into Durfee. Veda's going to be fouled here by Barbieri. That will be her 3rd. Veda Durfee to the free throw line. Both teams now in the bonus. Veda Durfee to the free throw line. First free throw off the left-hand side, no good. Veda in this game now, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Taryn Getz will come to the scorer's table. She's checking in for the shooter if Veda makes this one. 7-point Southeast lead. Free throw up, also no good. Rebound, Barbieri down low. Abilene wants to push back the other way. They come across the timeline with 49 seconds. Still a ton of time left to go here. Crane inside and another foul call. Kaylee Crane will go to the free throw line now for Abilene. So a couple of free throws coming up here. As Kaya Samuelson called for the foul. That is her 4th. So Heinrich and Samuelson each have 4. Crane has not shot a free throw in this game. She has 5 points. First free throw is up, off the heel, no good.
And defensively right there, we just got to have somebody come over and take a charge, because all they're doing is they're just throwing it to that short porch, and they're going. They're putting their head down and going. I think you could get a charge call pretty easily.
Second free throw by Kaylee Crane, off and good. She has 6 points now, has trimmed this lead down to 6, and now a substitution will come in to help stop the progression of Southeast of Saline and set the press up. Alina Watson comes in. Reagan Duran, long pass to Sutton Douglas. Douglas lost the basketball. It's going to be picked up by McKenna Stover. Now the ball on the floor. There are 5 girls after it, and it is going to be the arrow in favor of Abilene. 39 seconds left to play. And one of the big assets here from Abilene in this second half, Kevin, is they just haven't committed turnovers. They had 11 in the first half, 1 in the second half.
Yep. And some of that is our defensive pressure just hasn't been there in the second half.
Inside, Barbieri will rise up and score. She's in double digits with 10, and it's a 4-point lead. Timeout. Southeast of Saline, it's a full timeout. We'll step away for a 60. Back with more Trojan basketball here on KINA.
The recent storm could have done a real number on your roof, but how would you know? Is your home vulnerable to future damage? Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing today. An in-person roof inspection is necessary to evaluate damage. Rely on Bryson to perform a free roof assessment. Inspect, assess, and resolve. Protect your home and make sure your insurance policy provides the coverage you deserve. Roofs, windows, siding, and gutters on your home or business. Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing, always supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
35.8 seconds on the clock. Both teams are in the bonus as far as fouls and free throw shooting. Southeast of Saline leads it by 4. The arrow at the table also in favor of Southeast of Saline. Kaya Samuelson trying to throw it in to Reagan Duran, and that ball's knocked out of bounds by Timber Taylor.
And it's pretty simple the last 35 seconds, right? Get the ball in, let them foul you, go make free throws, right?
Get the ball in.
Catch it.
First step.
Yep.
Samuelson gets it into Getz. Getz has it slipped through her hands. Now she gets it back to Samuelson. Kaya being shoved over to the Abilene bench, and Tessa Herman has committed her 4th foul. Yep. Back the other way we go. Kaya Samuelson will step to the free throw line and shoot 2. 29.3. 51. They put that on the scoreboard as Kaylee Crane. I don't think that's correct. Kaya's first free throw is up and good. 11 points for Kaya Samuelson. She has made it a 5-point game. This one can make it a full 2-possession game. Free throw, good. Switched them both. 12 points for Kaya. 53-47. Clock at 27 seconds. Taylor across the timeline. Stolen away by Samuelson. Kaya looking up the floor. Thought about going to Reese Heinrich, who was on a run out on the opposite side, but she thought she would just keep it and take the foul. She did that, and now Samuelson will go to the free throw line.
What is your feeling on the call like that, where the girl's not going for the ball at all? She pushes her in the back just to call the foul.
If you want to be technical about it, it's an intentional foul.
It's an intentional foul.
And I don't know why it doesn't get called more often. I think we've kind of grown a culture in basketball that an intentional foul is a bad thing. And it's not. It is intentionally fouling somebody. That's how the rule stated in the rule book. Samuelson missed the first free throw, has a chance here to make this a 3-possession game. Oh, that curled around, no good. Sutton Douglas, though, being a pressure on the rebound. Reagan Duran gets the rebound. Her and Douglas working well down inside. 22 and 23 on their jerseys, and Duran gets the foul. She will go to the line. 18.7 seconds left, and just that little exchange right there might have done it for Southeast. Reagan Duran to the free throw line.
And that's Sutton Douglas working hard to keep a ball alive to get another opportunity.
Reagan has 7 now. She makes the free throw and makes this a 3-possession game with 18 seconds left. That was a big free throw.
And I know we're 18 seconds, and my stats might be off, but that to me that's the 10th offensive rebound that Southeast have gotten. If my numbers are right, but that's a big number.
I have no reason to believe they're not right, bud. Duran's second free throw, why not? Put that one in as well. Reagan Duran has 8 points in this game. Clock down to 14 seconds. 55-47. Here's Taylor hoisting one up off the top of the backboard. Duran with the rebound. And they're going to, I thought they were going to foul her. Not so sure they didn't. Ball still loose inside. Ends up with Herman. She sticks it in the cup with 3 seconds left. Tessa Herman with a bucket late, but Southeast of Saline's going to win it. Southeast of Saline gets the victory. Lady Trojans gritty down the stretch, and now they will move to 3-0. They got a victory here on their home floor to open the home portion of their 2025 schedule, and they did it without Ava Pearson. A 6-point win for Southeast of Saline. Final score 55-49. When we come back on the Commercial Tire Center's postgame report, we'll go over the final numbers for you. Also have a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game. It's all coming up on the postgame, brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers after a Lady Trojan victory 55-49 on KINA.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
It's the most wonderful time of the year to finish your holiday shopping and save big. Enjoy 20% off all in-stock jewelry all season long. Excludes loose diamonds, repairs, and special orders. And when you buy gifts at Vernon Jewelers for your loved ones, we'll take care of you with a free vacation. That's right. Make a qualifying purchase and take a vacation on us. See us in store or the Vernon Jewelers Facebook page for full details. Hurry in. Holiday savings ends December 24th. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where sparkle happens since 1884.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Time now for the Trojan Postgame Show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here at southeast of Saline, a victory there for the southeast of Saline Lady Trojans, 55-49. They were led tonight by Reese Heinrich. Reese was sensational. There's no other word for it. 21 points for the sophomore guard. With her in double digits, Kaya Samuelson, and I think what many would consider an off-night shooting for Kaya. She still pours in 12 points in that winning effort. 2 big free throws down the stretch for Kaya. 9 points tonight for Sutton Douglas. That's the second game in a row. Sutton scored 9. Reagan Duran had 8 points in this game. Also 3 points for Taryn Getz and 2 points for Veda Durfee. That's the third game now out of 3 that Veda has scored. For Abilene, they were led by Tessa Herman. She was really good as well. 9 points in the fourth quarter. Tessa did everything she could to get her team to a victory, but they still came up short. Tessa tonight with 22 points to match her jersey number. 10 points for Kit Barbie Eric. Also 6 for Kaylee Crane off the bench, 5 for Timber Taylor, and 5 for McKenna Stover. Southeast of Saline was 12 of 23 from the free throw line. Abilene was 11 of 21. Turnovers started out bad for both in the first half, but really kind of calmed down. 11 total turnovers for Southeast of Saline, 14 for Abilene in a Southeast of Saline victory, 55-49. Our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game, it's Reese Heinrich, the sophomore, with a new career high, 21 points. She was able to hit 5 3-pointers in this game, went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Reese Heinrich, our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game. Go to downtown Salina, visit Vernon Jewelers, and get holiday discounts for things that matter. Talking about family heirloom pieces, not cheap jewelry. That's what you'll find at Vernon Jewelers. They also have a custom repair department, and they also replace watch batteries. If you have a watch that's on the fritz, go get a new battery at Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. 55-49, our final score. Reese Heinrich, the Vernon Jewelers gem of the game. We'll step away now. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll revisit an interview we had earlier in the evening with Francis Flax as we get you ready for Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball. It's coming up in 10 minutes here on KINA.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and in the Central Mall Salina and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
Southeast wins! Southeast of Saline wins!
Trojan fans, it's not too late to get your 2024 state championship merch or to get custom gear to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the 2005 state championship team at Copyco. In addition to great SES gear that you can wear all year round, Copyco also offers custom printing so you can support any student athlete in any activity from football and basketball to choir and band. See them at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
The recent storm could have done a real number on your roof, but how would you know? Is your home vulnerable to future damage? Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing today. An in-person roof inspection is necessary to evaluate damage. Rely on Bryson to perform a free roof assessment. Inspect, assess, and resolve. Protect your home and make sure your insurance policy provides the coverage you deserve. Roofs, windows, siding, and gutters on your home or business. Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing, always supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
Santa Otto, we've got a problem. Everyone's Christmas list says the same thing. Remote start.
Ho, ho, ho! Sounds like we'd better call New Image Audio.
Exactly. They've got over 30 years of experience. And they can be moved when you get a new vehicle. It's perfect for your slate, too.
Ho, ho, ho! Let's get it scheduled right away.
New Image Audio, 340 South Broadway. Give them a call today. 785-309-1617.
Merry Christmas, and stay warm with a remote start from New Image Audio.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Joined now by Francis Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. His guys off to an 0-2 start after tough games on the road against Smoky Valley. Be at home, isn't it, Coach? It's good to see the gym, and for the first time we get a shot clock. It's a new experience for everybody. How's your week gone so far?
It's been a good week. I'm one of those guys that my cup's always half full. So,
that's right.
We're progressing. I like some of the stuff we've done. We've been able to put in a couple of extra things now because 2 practices. So all that's and the guys they're sticking with it, man. These guys are going to be all right. We just got to be patient.
It just felt like we were on a rocket ride last week. And you waited so long to get the football guys back, and once they're in the gym, it's like, okay, go, 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 go. You've had a little bit of time now with them, not much, still 2 games this week, but you had a weekend with them, got your first 2 games under your belt. I know one thing that you're not going to question with this group, and we haven't seen it at all, is a lack of effort.
No, they're going to give effort. Yeah. They'll give effort for 40 minutes or 32 minutes every game. It's been the 2 games that we've played, contrasting our opponents played contrasting styles. You go to the Smoky Valley game, they packed that zone, and our post players didn't do very well. Our perimeter did very well. You get against Heston, and they are really, really on you on the perimeter. And so, therefore, our perimeter players didn't do very well, and our post players did real well.
Yeah.
So we talked about that in practice yesterday. Man, we just got to put some of that stuff together now. But I don't think you'll see a team for a while that'll be as relentless defensively as what Heston was.
Yeah, Tiernan Potocnik got up to such a great start in that first game against Smoky Valley. You could tell he was definitely a focus of Heston when we rolled in there on Friday. Yeah. Who's some of the other guys will you look to step up when Tiernan's getting that extra defense?
Well, we've got to have more out of Isaiah Kerr. And, of course, I didn't think that Hendricks played very well the other night. He just absorbs everything I try to tell him. So he's going to get there. Adam Teal's got to do even more than he did the other night.
Yeah.
But he did a good job against Heston, and Kane is getting more confident, and I think he's getting better every game. So those guys all have to step up. We have to have, and of course, our main bench player is going to be Lily, and he has to provide a little scoring punch for us also.
Let's talk about the shot clock. The girls' game here, we saw it be a factor on Abilene's first possession, which was ironic because they played 2 games already with a shot clock. Southeast hasn't at all. When you look at your fellas, how much have you talked about it? Have you practiced with it? How much of an issue is it with you right now? Have you made a big deal, or have you even had time?
Well, we haven't made a big deal, and we haven't been on this floor. So yesterday, we talked about what would happen when it gets down to around the 8-second mark, where we want the ball and whose hands, and what we're going to do off of that. So I don't think it's going to be much of a factor.
Yeah.
But point of emphasis, not really, because we like to get and go.
What do you see about this Abilene team? It just seems like the Cowboys have just gotten a system in place. It doesn't matter who's coaching them. It could be Coach Taylor. It could be now Kyle. It just, man, they are ending up at the state tournament in 4A every year. They're always seeming like aggressive. They always have decent size. Seems like they always have a Becker that's pouring in points somewhere.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Cowboys this year?
Well, they probably aren't as deep as they were last year because they had all those seniors last year, and the bench players were good also. Becker, we've got to find a way to control him. If he gets 25, 26 against us like he's done the last 2 games, we might be in a lot of trouble. But they also have some kids that like to take it, and the only focus they have is getting to the rack. So we got our work cut out for us. We know that, but I think we're semi-prepared for these guys. I think we're about where I want to be.
Where do you want to see most of your guys here tonight? First game at home.
I want to see them play together, play for each other, and just scrap and claw and fight. We did a better job of rebounding second half against Heston the other night.
Yeah.
That was impressive. Now we've got to do that again tonight.
Good luck. Thanks for your time. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
Francis Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. His guys tonight, their first home game, taking on the Abilene Cowboys.
Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Find Mary Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
In keeping with the spirit of this joyous holiday season, the staff and physicians at Salina Surgical Hospital want to wish you the merriest of holiday seasons. As caring physicians and staff, your respect, dignity, and happiness is important to us. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our loved ones. Thank you for choosing us this year. Remember, you do have a choice. Make the right choice. Choose Salina Surgical Hospital. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling, and now he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Cole, do you remember last Christmas at the Miller's house?
I'll always remember that day as the Christmas clog. 4 kids, 5 cousins, 2 grandparents, and somebody flushed a Christmas ornament.
Yeah, and they had matching pajamas.
And matching plungers.
Their septic tank hadn't been pumped out in over 6 years.
And they were making chili for 20.
That's when you transformed.
The freakishly fast frog! Too much water, too much pressure, and Christmas joy was about to explode.
That's why we're telling folks now.
Get your septic tank inspected before Santa slides down your chimney.
And before Aunt Jan fires up her 7-layer bean dip.
At LilyPad Septic, we guarantee to inspect your system within 24 hours.
Or you get a free pump out worth $399.
If you need a flush and a rush, call LilyPad Septic.
LilyPad
Septic.com. Don't let your septic tank clog up your Christmas.
Call LilyPad Septic.
The following is a presentation of Eagle Radio and KINA Sports. Trojan basketball is on the air. On the air. This is Countdown to Tip-Off for Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA Sports. Coming up, you're going to get a full preview of area games, analysis on this matchup, and keys to a Trojan win. let's head to the gym for Countdown to Tip-Off right here on KINA.
After dropping their first 2 games a week ago, Southeast of Saline back in action, this time on their home floor to take on their neighbors from Abilene in the Cowboys. Hi, and welcome back into the Purple Palace. We are at Southeast of Saline. Devin Haney along with Kevin Lilly. It's the 0-2 Southeast Trojans taking on the 1-1 Abilene Cowboys. Kevin, your new image audio. Keys to success tonight for Southeast.
I think a lot of it falls on, some of our scores not going scoreless. We only have 6 guys that we're going to right now, so we can't afford to have guys go scoreless. We've got to figure out how to put the ball in the goal and do it on a consistent basis. And I agree with Coach. I think this all starts with Isaiah Kerr and getting him going early.
Yep, Isaiah needs to shoot more. We said that right out of the gate. First game of the season. He is one of the starters in this game. We'll give you the other ones here as we are underway. Southeast of Saline wins the tip. Isaiah Kerr does take the basketball, and he plays it to Tiernan Patacic. Bounce pass down inside. Teal has it. He goes to work, now plays it out to Hendricks Lund. Lund working against a man-to-man Abilene defense here. Abilene Cowboys, they are aggressive. They are off to a 1-1 start. They were able to beat Holton in their first game of the season by 21 points, but then dropped one on the road last Friday at Towanda Circle. Swarming Cowboy defense, shot clock down to 4. Sawyers has it. Now back out. Lund has to force it up at the buzzer, and that ball doesn't hit the rim, and it will be a shot clock violation. Your starters for Francis Flags tonight, the second-year head coach puts out Kane Sawyers, Hendricks Lund, a couple of sophomores there, Isaiah Kerr, the senior, Tiernan Patacic, the junior, and Adam Teal, another senior in that starting lineup. For Abilene, it's Levi Evans, Colt Becker, Bennett Altwig, Wyatt Bathurst, and Tegan Funston. Funston's probably the most athletic person on the floor. Wyatt Bathurst, probably the best shooter for Abilene. And down low, Funston right away with a reverse left-handed layup.
Yeah, in our first offensive possession, I want to see Cade. He's got the ball that deep. I want to see him go score it.
Here's a leaner and a shot put up. That's no good. Rebound comes out. Wyatt Bathurst has it. 2-0 Abilene, and they throw the basketball away, trying to push it up the floor, down along the baseline. To round out your Abilene starters, I said Evans, Becker, Altwig, Bathurst, Funston, Colt Becker, the sophomore, is off to a tremendous start. 29 in the first game, 27 in their second game. Colt Becker comes in averaging 28 points and 7.5 rebounds for the Cowboys. 2-0, our score. Abilene out in front here early. Lund with a 3 on the left-hand side. Off the front lip, that's no good. Long rebound being chased out, controlled by Evans. Here comes Levi Evans down the floor. Leans in, grabs the contact, and also drops the bucket on the left-hand side. Evans with 2.
And right there, we just have, a tip pass, and we've got 3 of our guys there, and their guy comes out with it. We got to show a little bit more effort to go after those loose balls.
4-0, Abilene with a quick start here. Lund on the right-hand side, drives into the right elbow. He was hit on the arm as he shot. Evans will get the foul. It's the first foul of the game, and it will send Hendricks Lund to the free throw line for 2.
And this is a good sign from Hendricks early. Missed his first 3, but now he tries to get inside and get his jumper to go as well.
First free throw attempt up and no good.
And at some point in time, we had the ball to Teal and we had it to Kane inside. Those guys have got to be more aggressive in that.
Second free throw is up and in. So Southeast on the board after a 4-0 Abilene start. Up the floor comes Abilene. Bathurst bottled up in front of the Southeast bench, but gets out of it. Plays it over to Evans. Evans floats to the left-hand side. He's going to play it down low. Now back out. Becker will shoot a 3. Hits too strong. Bathurst with the putback. And his shot on the backhand side is no good. Ball tapped out of bounds. It will stay here. Actually go over to Southeast of Saline. Okay.
Home cooking.
Again, we're up here. He's down there.
Yep.
You remember the old guys that sit in the balcony during the Muppets? Mm-hmm. Kind of feel like we're those guys sometimes. Landon Rogers is into the game here early for the Cowboys. Abilene traditionally in that state tournament every single year. They almost got a little bit of Buffalo Bills to them, though, as the charging foul is going to be called here on Tiernan Patacic. Abilene gets to the 4A state tournament, but they always take a first-round exit. They just cannot get over the hump and win that first day. But 4A is so darn loaded. You have Rock Creek, you have McPherson, you have Bishop Miege. I mean, on and on and on and on. And, Boy, the Cowboys have just had some tough luck in the first round of that 4A state tournament. But they get there. They're one of 8 teams in the state that's able to do that, and they do it year in and year out.
Yeah.
Here's a turnover now by Abilene. It's taken away by Southeast of Saline. Isaiah Kerr has it. Now to Hendricks Lund. Now to Adam Teal. Left-handed jumper up, no good. Good box out there by Abilene, but Kane Sawyers gets out of it and able to get the rebound. Back over for a jumper that's up and good for Hendricks Lund. He has all 3 of Southeast of Saline's points starting out here. And as you said, Hendricks Lund being ultra aggressive here on offense.
And you can see early the scouting report is to take that little floater away for Tiernan Patochik, right? He slides in, takes the charge, know he's going to do that. Tiernan's just going to have to make a little adjustment here.
Inside, there's going to be a foul as they get it into Bennett Altwick. Bennett is a big, stout son of a gun. He is 6'6", and he is a big boy inside. It'll be the second game in a row Southeast has had to contend with a 6'6" player down low.
And there again, that's where Teal's got to push him off the blocks. He can't let him manhandle him and get him so deep under the goal.
A foul will go against Adam Teal, as you said. First free throw missed. Second one off the front lip as well. Southeast quickly down the floor. Here's Sawyers with a baseline jumper that's up and good. Southeast leads it by 1. Kane Sawyers. I want to see more of that out of Kane. I know he's capable.
Yeah.
Just got to get him going and get him in the flow, right?
Yep.
Here's a pass inside to Altwig. Missed it underneath the rim. Got his own rebound, and now he's going to be fouled. And this is going to be down low. This is dangerous for Southeast because Teal is in the area once again, but it's going to go against Kane Sawyers, his first. So 3 early fouls here for Southeast of Saline in the first 3.5 minutes, but they've spread them out amongst 3 different players. Bennett Aldwig back to the free throw line where he just missed 2. He gets this one, though, to go down. Altwig becomes the 3rd Cowboy to score in this game. Tiernan Patochik comes out. Tiernan has a couple of fingers taped together on that shooting hand. Just kind of seems like we are mired in injury right now. Here's a second free throw that misses. Goes off the hands of Abilene. Tegan Funston trying to keep it in play. Could not. And it goes out of bounds to Southeast of Saline. Tie ball game, 5-5. Southeast of Saline and the Abilene Cowboys. The Chapman ladies won earlier against Sacred Heart. That game went to overtime to open up the Irish Classic. There's a drive to the bucket, and it's going to be elevating, shooting, and scoring off the window. Colt Becker. Becker scores it. He is also fouled. And now a foul will be called here on Isaiah Kerr, his first. Becker, the youngest of 3 boys. He is probably has a chance to be the best basketball player of them all.
He's got a good build to him.
Caleb was really good. He ended up going to William and Jewell, had a nice career there. Kyson, remember, he was bread and butter. He was the pitcher on that Abilene State team that went to state baseball a couple years in a row.
Good work.
Here's a nice look. Lyric Lilly shoveling off to the left to Adam Teal, and Teal goes up and scores. He also gets the foul. Good break there by Southeast of Saline.
And that's the thing. If they're going to press, you know, they're going to try to put some pressure on us. That's how you break it. You got to get them past it and dish it up.
3-point play is completed. Teal makes the free throw. Southeast has started out here 2 of 3 from the free throw line. We have a tie game at 8, halfway through the first quarter. Glad you could join us here. Got live stream video free of charge on SalinaPost.com, presented by Smart Insurance. Boy, here's a loose ball that Southeast just can't come up with, and now they end up with a foul down low. Colt Becker went up to score, and he just hung in the air long enough to get the defensive contact, and it's going to be a foul on Southeast of Saline. The foul on Hendricks Lund, his first. So, boy, Southeast really spreading them out here. Oh, sorry, excuse me, that's 2 on Kane Sawyers.
And this is what's going to frustrate you as a coach. And this isn't anybody's fault, but Isaiah's got to go grab that ball. Right, if Isaiah goes and grabs that ball, we're going the other way, and there's not another foul on Kane. Those are the opportunities we've got to take advantage of, and we've got to make sure we get the ball.
2 Becker free throws are good. Colt made them both. Gives Abilene a 10-8 lead. 3:48 left to go here in the opening quarter. Been a good start here so far for Southeast of Saline. Lyric Lilly inbounds it. Isaiah Kerr, full court man-to-man here by the Cowboys. Might be a run-and-jump situation. Now they retreat. Kerr brings it across the timeline. Now to Teal, now to Lilly, left-hand side. Larry Cal's it stripped away. In a race now, gets it back. He'll play it over to the timeline. Tiernan Potocik bumped in the backcourt, and a foul will be called here on Tegan Funston. Funston got a little hip bump there with Tiernan Potocik, who just checked back into the game, and that sent Tiernan across the timeline.
And that's where we've kind of talked about it now this the third game. Some of our passes have been really, really lazy, and they're getting picked, and they're putting us in bad spots. We got to make sure we clean that type of stuff up.
Handoff, Teal to Potocik. Tiernan spinning on the right-hand side. Bottled up there really well by Funston. Boy, those are two athletic guys going at it. Bounce pass down low to Teal. Wants to go at the rim. Hangs, shoots, and scores. Adam Teal with his back to the basket, rising up and scoring. He has 5. And now Abilene trying to send it the other way. Sends it out of bounds. Third turnover for the Cowboys.
And I know we've talked about it, but that is exactly what we've been talking about for Teal. He came on the last part of last year, and he really started doing a lot of good things and started becoming a lot more physical. And right there just goes to show you, put the ball down, and he goes and gets a score inside.
Ian Plunkett comes into the game for Abilene. Also back in there, Landon Rogers. Here's a drive by Lyric Lilly. Might have been partially blocked underneath by Becker. Southeast is going to keep it, though. Kerr all the way to the cup, and he scores. Isaiah Kerr with 2. That was a good drive there by Isaiah. 12-10, Southeast of Saline, leading it by 2. Here's a long shot put up by Evans. That's no good. Rebound, Southeast. 2:44 left to go. Trojans have it, leading by 2. Here's Potocik, stop and pop at the free throw line. Rims off, no good. Rebound down low by Evans.
I'd like to see Tiernan be more rhythm. That was just kind of a forced shot there.
There's Wyatt Bathurst with a drive off the left-hand wing. Faked the 3, went to the cup, and was fouled. Foul will be on the floor. Evans will inbound it. 3 fouls now for Kane Sawyers. So that's not good for Southeast. As we've said repeatedly, they play with pretty much 6 guys.
Yeah.
First free throw by Bathurst is up and good. He is the 5th Cowboy to score now. All 5 starters have scored in this game, as Sawyers is going to have to come out with 2:32 left to go in the first quarter. Some conversations on the bench now between Coach Flax and Coach Douglas. Bathurst's second free throw hits the mark. We are tied up, 12-12. Here comes Lund with it. Now to Kerr. Now to Potocik. Tiernan gets in the paint. No look pass down low. It wasn't handled well, but Adam Teal ends up getting it off his chest, and in one motion goes up and scores. What a look by Tiernan Potocik, and now Adam Teal has 7 points. 14-12. Down low, ball deflected by Kerr. Bounces off the board. Now Kerr grabs the rebound, plays it on the outlet to Lilly. Back to Kerr, and Isaiah bounced it off his shoe and out of bounds. Boy, that's just tough luck there, as Isaiah Kerr was looking inside, trying to see what his options were. He also, I think probably his best option on that was to drive. But, man, missed the ball and it went off his foot out of bounds.
Yeah, those are those ones where you want to see him to be a little bit more selfish and go look for his shot.
14-12, Southeast of Saline leading it. 1:53 left to go opening quarter. Over to the right-hand side with a Rogers. Little ball and shoulder fake. Now plays it to Becker. Becker to Evans. Here's a three-pointer off the right wing. That's no good. Ball being kept, though, by Abilene on the scrum. They'll kick it out. Evans for 3, and he drills it. Levi Evans has 5. 15-14. Abilene back up by 1. Back and forth, first quarter of action here. 1:22 left to go. Here's Potocik on a runner. That won't go down. Rebound by Evans. He'll bounce pass it ahead to Funston. Funston now back to the right-hand side. Here's a drive by Evans. He'll hang, shoot. Can't get that one to go down. Loose ball goes out of bounds. It will stay here with Abilene. Tegan Funston had 15 points for Abilene against Holton in their first game of the season.
Yeah, and Tiernan is just getting a little frustrated offensively right now. He just needs to take a deep breath, move the ball side to side. His shots will come. He doesn't have to force those shots.
68 seconds left to go here, opening quarter. 15-14, Cowboys leading it. These two teams, different leagues, different classifications. Abilene 4A, Southeast 3A in basketball, but Boy, this matchup, like we said before the girls' game, just makes sense. Right down the road, take Highway 15, about 35 minutes apart. Why not?
Yeah.
Here's a nice backdoor cut. And Becker has two. Colt Becker with his second field goal of the quarter. Abilene now up by 3. They left Adam Teal open, and he will drill a 3. Adam Teal ties it back up at 17. Now a diving attempt to get a basketball over in front of the Southeast bench as Lyric Lilly goes after it. Gannon Jacobson up off the bench to help him up. Gannon looking great tonight. Long sleeve button-ups.
Yep.
Got some slacks on. Game day outfit. Approved. 17-17 our score here. 24 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Abilene has it with Plunkett on the left-hand side. Now a little bit of a runner by Rogers, and he puts that one up over the front of the rim and good. Landon Rogers has the first bench points for the Abilene Cowboys. That leaves Southeast with 8 seconds left to go. Potachik with it in the corner now to Kerr. Down to 4, down to 3. Lund is open. Buzzer, three-pointer up off the heel, no good. And Abilene will take a 2-point lead into the second quarter. Nice first quarter of basketball there. Very entertaining between the Cowboys and Trojans. It's 19-17. Abilene leads it by 2. You're listening on KINA and live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Presented tonight by Smart Insurance.
It's natural to think that insurance is complicated, but at Farmers Agency, we know a thing or two about helping to make it easier by explaining your available coverage options. And with over 25 years of experience in insurance, we can help you through the process step by step. Call Kniper Agency at 825-8419 to learn more today.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
19-17, Abilene leading Southeast of Saline. So we get ready for second quarter action. Devin Haney, also Kevin Lilly. Have some girls finals to pass along to you. Beloit's girls tonight, they beat Clay Center 51-46. Beloit will be the next opponent for Southeast of Saline. That is coming up as we travel to Beloit on Friday. 19-17 here. Abilene leading by 2. Lob pass inside intended for Becker. Teal disrupted it, but Colt Becker gets it back and scores. Great play there by Colt Becker. Took a little bit of a bump there by Adam Teal. Still able to score over the front of the rim. Abilene leads it by 4. They started this game out on a 4-0 lead. It's been their biggest lead so far of this young game. Lund with it. Now in the corner to Lilly. Those two in the same space. Now, Southeast has it taken away. 5 turnovers. Now for the Trojans.
Yeah, you just get caught in that corner and you have nowhere to go and no help. And the spacing wasn't really good because you got 2 guys right next to each other. So
Lilly diving after the basketball. Bathurst had it go off his foot, but Evans kept it from going out of bounds for Abilene. Funston has it now. Skip pass across to everything. Bathurst will tee up the 3, and that'll hit the front of the rim, hit the backboard. Had a chance to go in. Now Funston goes and gets the rebound. Lost the ball out of bounds, and we'll go to Southeast of Saline. 21-17.
And Southeast played pretty good in that first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they did a lot of good things. Got into some foul trouble. We've got to kind of continue to work through that because we don't have a deep bench.
It's the best offensively they've played so far this year in the 3 games in the first quarter. No doubt about that. Here's Teal with it. He was a big part of that first quarter. Had 10 points in the first period for Southeast. Hendricks Lund now with it. Stops just inside the free throw line. Tried to pass it out to Lilly. He's going to turn it over. Taken away by Rogers. Landon Rogers up the middle of the floor, and he's tied up and traveled with the basketball. Traveling violation there as the 2 teams exchange turnovers. Southeast threw it away, then Abilene traveled with it. 4 turnovers for Abilene.
And the thing is Tiernan didn't score in that first quarter.
Yep.
Right? So if he just calms down a little bit, lets the game come to him, things are going to get real good for him too.
Inside, Kerr back to the basket, missed the shot, then he reaches over and he's going to make a foul on the rebound as he reached over the shoulder of an Abilene Cowboy that time. It was Wyatt Bathurst. Evans has it as he dances closely to second-year head coach Kyle Taylor. Terry Taylor, his dad, is a longtime Abilene coach. Took this Cowboy squad to the state tournament a few times. Inside, Becker again scores. Colt Becker with 11. Well, you can see why he scores, right? Just so big and athletic, takes up a lot of space. Ptacek with it, bounces it out to Kerr. Now over the left-hand side, Hendricks Lund turned down a three. Now back to Ptacek. Tiernan trying to get inside. Boy, he and Funston are just going at it. And now a shot that is up that's no good. And it'll be a foul. Tiernan Ptacek will go to the free throw line. So Tiernan have a couple of free throws. As you said, he has not scored yet. And the foul for Abilene on Funston is his first. Tiernan's first free throw off the front of the rim, no good. Sawyers will check back in. Keep in mind, Kane has 3 fouls, so he'll have to be awfully careful and smart about that. Second free throw by Ptacek also misses the mark. Rebound Levi Evans down low. 5:37 left to go here in the second. 23-17, Abilene with a 6-point lead. Inside, Sawyers just picked up his 4th, I believe. And he did. So that didn't last long.
Nope. And the problem is he's seen it, and he just couldn't adjust quick enough. He knew he had 3, and he tried to get kind of out of the way, but he just didn't get out of the way quick enough.
Free throw up, and it is good. This is Levi Evans at the free throw line. 6 points for Evans. Abilene has a chance here on this next free throw to extend their lead to 8. 5:31 left to go in the second. Evans' free throw is up, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, though, by the Cowboys, and now a tie-up situation. That'll give the ball to Southeast of Saline, so a turnover there as Lyric Lilly reaches in and ties the basketball up. Dual possession arrow, I should say, goes to Southeast. 7-point lead by Abilene. Southeast of Saline with the basketball. Ptacek with it up top. He'll hand it off to Hendricks Lund. Now over to Kerr. Isaiah stops with it. Teal now out beyond the three-point line. Long distance shot by Ptacek off the front of the rim. Won't go. 2 Abilene Cowboys fighting over it, and it goes out of bounds. That time Evans and Jake Bartley both had a chance at it, and it goes out of bounds off of Bartley finally. Ptacek will pull the trigger down low on the baseline. Here's Lund in a crowd. Got the baseline, inbounds pass. Goes to Lilly. Now back to Lund. Three-pointer on the way. Won't go. Ptacek keeps it alive. Out to Kerr. Now to Teal. Shovel pass back to Ptacek. His 3 won't go. And the rebound taken in down low. Now they pitch it out. Bathurst has it. 3-on-2 break for Abilene. Bathurst, though, he's going to woe it up. He stopped in front of the Southeast bench. Now throws 2 fingers in the air, calling the play. Bathurst now floats off to the left-hand side. He'll hand it off to Evans. Evans, little pick-and-roll situation there with Bartley. Now he goes to Bathurst for 3. That's no good. And a rebound down low, and another foul called against Southeast of Saline. Other games, girls finals. We told you Beloit beat Clay Center 51-46. Ellsworth beat Smith Center in girls play tonight 58-34. We talked about Chapman over Sacred Heart. That score in overtime was 56-52 Chapman. Minneapolis beat El Saline 51-20. And Bennington beat Republic County 44-31 in girls play. Lund with the foul there. That's his first at the free throw line. Landon Rogers for Abilene made the first free throw. 3 points for him. He'll get a chance here at a second free throw. On its way, and it's good. 4 points for Landon Rogers off the bench for Abilene. 26-17. It's a 9-point advantage for the Cowboys. And now Lyric Lilly called with a player control foul. There'll be a turnover for Southeast. The 7th turnover for the Trojans. And Francis Flax wants a 30-second timeout. We will take it as well. A short break here. 4:31 left to go here in the second. 26-17. Abilene leads it by 9 here on KINA.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits. APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Back to action. Abilene has the basketball out of the Southeast of Saline timeout. 4:09 left to go here in the second quarter. You missed it earlier. Southeast of Saline's girls with a big victory, handing Abilene their first loss of the season. Southeast of Saline now 3-0. Here's a shot put up by Abilene. No good. They get their own offensive rebound. Put back no good. Here comes Southeast back the other way. Hendricks Lund with it. Going across the paint to Kerr. Kerr in a bad spot. Will have to peel it back out. He went to Lilly. Now back to Kerr. Isaiah for 3. That went around the inside of the rim and falls out. But a rebound and a putback for the first points of the quarter for Adam Teal. He has 12 in the game. Here's a ball now. Lyric Lilly dips in, takes it away. Good defense there by Lyric Lilly. Up the floor to Potacek. Potacek trying to get the handle on it. He'll play it out to Kerr. Kerr now out to Lund. Lund gets contact. Off to Teal, open for 3. Got it to go. Adam Teal's lighting it up. He has 15 points in Southeast of Saline. Comes back and they put a dent in it out of that timeout. They go on a little 5-0 run and a full timeout now called by Abilene. Nope, they're going to say it's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Remind you, Southeast of Saline basketball brought to you by Dr. Andrew Westbrook at Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Visit Dr. Westbrook at his sports injury walk-in clinic every Monday and Thursday mornings for your activity and sports injuries. Also brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital, Messenger Total Promotions, and Salina Fence Company. 26-22. Southeast of Saline back within 4. Kevin, that was a nice run there after being down by 9. Southeast able to reel off 5 in a row.
Yeah, it's like we talked with Coach. You know, this team isn't going to give up. They're not going to roll over. They're going to keep fighting. Yeah, we can talk till we're blue in the face, but nobody else is coming off the bench. We're going to roll who we have. So, you know, each one of these guys has a role, and they're playing their role to perfection right now. As you can see, you know, Tyson Keller's coming in for the first time now as well.
Keller in there for the first time, the sophomore. It's out there with Potacek, Kerr, Lund, Teal. 26-22, 3:14 left to go here before halftime. Abilene with it. Becker to the baseline, and he traveled with the basketball. Turnover for Abilene. Boy, I thought Becker got shoved in the back that time, and that caused him to take those extra steps, but...
Hey, we'll take it.
Yep. 3:07 left to go. It's a 4-point game.
And you notice some of the offense that we were getting is we had better ball movement, we had better spacing. Everything was just better.
Lund with it in the keyhole. Out to Potacek. He'll shoot the long 3 off the mark right-hand side. Look at Kerr inside with the rebound and the scoop and score. Isaiah Kerr with his second basket of the night. That was on a putback down low.
And I'll bet you he's gotten 4 to 5 rebounds already.
Yep, I agree.
He's very active inside.
26-24. Back to a 2-point game. Trying to get it into Becker. Becker draws the double team. Shoots it on the fadeaway. Comes up empty. Here comes Kerr back the other way. Abilene gets back on defense. Lund has it on the right-hand side. Kerr now skips it across to Keller. He'll shoot the 3. That's off the rim. No good. Rebound taken in by Funston. Here comes Tegan Funston with it. His right hand heavily taped. He'll play it right to Evans. Evans no looker down low. Threw it away. Tried to get it to Becker. Just threw it out of bounds.
And I've seen Keller score. He can score, and he can hit those shots. I don't know that that's the shot that Coach wants him taking in that situation, though.
Up the floor, Hendricks Lund's open from 3. That's no good. Box out down low, taken in. Funston will get another rebound. 1:55 left to go. Here's a near steal. Francis Flax was right in the action of that one. He turned around and looked. He was protecting his guys on the bench.
That's right.
Boy, that was a streaking Hendricks Lund that came over that time. Nearly got the basketball away from Abilene. He did, but momentum took him out of bounds.
And I think that's a play last year that Hendricks doesn't even go for.
No.
I honestly believe that. And I think that's why you're seeing him on the court now, is because he's willing to really get down and dirty on the defensive end.
1:36 left to go here, second quarter. Here's a spin move. Funston makes the extra pass to Evans. Evans up off the window and good. Abilene needed that bucket after seeing their 9-point lead disappear. Now up by 4, 28-24. Inside, Teal with a little hesitation move and scoring. 17 points already for Adam Teal. He is keeping Southeast of Saline in this game. He has 17 of their 26.
Just being so aggressive. Well, I mean, we've wanted to see it all year. We've been talking about it, and this is what we kind of started seeing at the end of last year from him.
63 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Evans driving, and it's going to be a charging foul. He ran in to Tyson Keller, and Keller bringing that special teams mentality off the football field, doing the little things here in this game. And Tyson Keller takes the foul that time after he was ran over by Levi Evans, who just took his second foul.
And that's why Keller's in there. He's in there to do those types of things and lock in defensively and to give somebody a minute or two break.
He gets an appreciative high five from head coach Francis Flax. 28-26, under a minute left to go here in the first half. It's been a fun first half of basketball. Here's Potacek driving. He runs into a Cowboy and gets caught with a charge. That's his second charging foul as Evans gets his charging foul back, so to speak. This one on Tiernan Potacek. He has 2 fouls.
And Coach is telling him right now, Coach Flax is telling him, Tiernan, don't stop. Don't settle there. Keep going. They're just they're camping right there. Continue to attack them.
Under a minute left to go. Abilene has the basketball. There are 9 seconds differentiating the shot clock and game clock. Funston with it. Working on Kerr, left-hand side. Now a pass down low to Bathurst. He'll play it back out to Becker. Becker now out near the half-court stripe. He'll hand it off to Evans. Evans in a run and jump here. Potacek and Teal getting after him. Now they pass it down low in an open Cowboy. That was perfect execution by Abilene. Ian Plunkett scores. Southeast with 10 seconds left to operate. Lilly up the floor to Potacek. Down low now to Teal. Back out to Tiernan. 1 of the 3, and now he's fouled. Abilene had fouls to give. That will give Southeast of Saline the ball underneath. After Abilene's 3rd team foul, there's 4.9 on the clock.
I mean, you get a bucket here at the buzzer, you feel pretty good, about the first half.
Yes, sir. Potacek trying to get it in, though, struggling, gets it into Lilly. Spin move down low, Lyric Lilly goes to the cup, can't get it, put back, bothered as well by Altwig, and Southeast comes away empty. 30-26, our score. It's a 4-point game. Abilene once led by 9, but Southeast comes back and trims that down to 4 as we are at halftime. Shauna Smith will join us coming up at the break. We'll talk about Southeast of Saline's Lady Trojans and another victory for them earlier tonight. Also have stats from the first half and scores from around the area. Halftime is here. It's brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Abilene leading Southeast of Saline at the break, 30-26 here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the AmSoil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Are you ready to make a meaningful impact? Join our professional healthcare team at Salina Regional Health Center. We're seeking dedicated individuals who are eager to provide exceptional care to our community. Our growing organization offers competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and opportunities for growth. We are committed to supporting you in your career. If you're ready to join a team that values compassion, teamwork, and outstanding patient care, apply now at srhc.com or reach out to me, Tess Madro, in Human Resources. Great careers start here. Salina Regional Health Center, we take care of you so you can care for others.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn. Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Welcome back here at halftime. 30-26 our score. Abilene leading Southeast of Saline. Abilene built that lead up by 9 points. The Francis Flags called a timeout. Southeast of Saline was able to put 5 straight points on the board and shave that 9-point down just a little bit. And that's the margin we have now at the break. Abilene leading 30-26. Let's go over scoring from that first half. Leading all scorers right now is Southeast of Saline senior Adam Teal. He has 17 points at the break. Isaiah Kerr has 4. Hendricks Lund has 3. Kane Sawyers with 2. Sawyers fighting off foul trouble. He has 4 fouls that he got here in this first half of play. For the Abilene Cowboys, they're spreading things out more evenly. Colt Becker has 11, 8 for Levi Evans, 4 for Landon Rogers, and then 2 points for Wyatt Bathurst. Tegan Funston has 2, and Ian Plunkett has 2. Southeast of Saline, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Abilene, 9 of 13. Southeast of Saline has 8 turnovers, and Abilene has 9. 30-26, our score here at the break. Shauna Smith has joined us now. As you were able to get the victory with your Lady Trojans earlier tonight. 55-48, the final score there. I do want to make a note. We found out there was a scoring discrepancy that gave Abilene 1 more point than what they should have had. So we said the final was 55-49. It was actually 55-48. That doesn't change the outcome of the game, but it does give you your 3rd win of the season in the first 3 games. This was a game that really kind of asked for a lot of grit, and I thought the Heston game really prepared you for the game tonight. And I didn't know what to expect out of Abilene. They started 2-0, but boy, they really got in your face. They pressured you full court. They made you handle the pressure. What do you think about this game tonight for your girls?
I thought we did the first half, I thought we were okay. The second half, the game should have not been close if we would have made anything around the bucket.
Yes.
And we had wide open shots, 2-foot shots, and we couldn't buy a bucket. I mean, it would have been the game would have been out of reach if we would have taken care of the third quarter. Those shots, we just had to put them in the bucket, we just missed them.
Kevin and I were talking about it during the game while it was happening. It was just like, you're running offense, you're crashing the boards, you're getting putbacks, you're doing everything right to get those layups, to get those block shots, and they would just not go in the hole. Your defense, though, was good enough to hold Abilene at bay. You had built a lead up to 15 points. During that time, though, where you couldn't get a bucket, Abilene came back. They chipped away a couple times. They got as close to 6. When they did that, though, Reese Heinrich hit a 3, put it back to 9. I thought that was a big shot late in the third quarter to kind of take the momentum back away from them. Reese had a big night, 21 points for her. I just think back a year ago, and we talked about it in pregame, Kevin and I did. I remember you taking her off the floor at Abilene because she was struggling. The player she is now compared to the player she was a year ago is night and day. There were no struggles tonight. She managed the game perfectly.
Yeah, and she's, said I can look to her and kind of tell her how to do some things, and she's getting it done. She's figuring it out. She's kind of learning to be that floor general that we need her to be.
Yeah.
And I told her, I don't care your age. You can still be the floor general, so now you're no longer, last year we got through half the season, we told her you're no longer a freshman. You can't play like a freshman. So she's done a really good job of doing those things and kind of getting us going. Late in the game, though, we got to get our guards to want the ball more.
Kaya Samuelson had a weird night. For her, I would say she had an off shooting night. She was taking great shots. Boy, they just wouldn't go in the hole. She still ends up with 12 points. It's 2 big free throws for you late down the stretch. I thought she was really good playing through some shooting struggles. That ball goes in the hole, half the shot she's shooting. She could have easily ended up with 23 or 25 tonight. Sutton Douglas and Reagan Duran, though, they were a difference for you inside tonight. When you didn't have Abba Pearson, those two really played well inside. Sutton was a major difference inside.
Yeah, like I said, we have to have those girls, and like I said, they'd have to play a different role tonight than they, normally have to play. Like Reagan, we needed her tonight.
Yeah.
We need her to score and do those things, and I thought Reagan, she got into those couple fouls there right towards the end, and we kind of had in the third quarter, so she kind of had defensively had to change a little bit, but she's smart. She's a good player. She can do those things for us, but I thought she did a really good job rebounding.
How about that rebound? I don't know if you remember the play or not. She got a rebound in the first half and then almost had a fadeaway jump shot over the top of a defender off the glass. That was one of the most athletic plays I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, she can jump out of the gym.
Yeah.
She might only be 5'7", 5'6", but she's really strong and jumps real well.
You get the victory here, 55-48. It's your third win now of the season. It was good to be back at home. I really didn't see any issues, anything like that. I didn't have a chance to talk about it before the game with the shot clock. It was your first game with the shot clock. I'm sure you guys prepared for it and everything. Really, the only issue I saw, Abilene had to turn over their first possession with the shot clock. But is it that much of a factor for you? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Where are you at on that?
No, but I did catch myself looking up there, kind of going, oh, it's 15 seconds, and and then how long that 15 seconds really is, or whatever. I think it's like but you can't hear them. I said that was hard. I was down there, I couldn't hear them at all go off. So that's going to be kind of, I think the kids, I told the kids to keep playing through it because you don't, didn't really know. So they I don't know if they really affected too much of the game. I know that one time we inbounded the ball and we had 7 seconds to go.
Situational things like that you need to be aware of.
Yeah, and so we kind of were that, which we just said we had to run our play a little bit faster.
You are a coach that you'll come down the floor, get the ball offensively, and, if it's the end of the quarter or whatever, you may hang on to the ball for 50, 53 seconds. That changes things a little bit, too, for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, and we talked about that, and we talked about, at the end of our game, when the shot clock was turned off, what we need to do, and that, at that one time we got a timeout, it was 45 seconds go. Well, they still probably need to come out and foul us because they still were several possessions behind. So really, shot clock shouldn't be a difference maker there. So we kind of talked to girls a little bit about that.
Good start to the season. First league game back on the road on Friday. We go to Beloit to open NCAA play. They get a victory tonight over Clay Center. Have you had a chance to look at the Lady Trojans of Beloit yet? What do you think there? It's always an interesting game before break, isn't it?
Yeah, I know they're going to be better this year.
Yeah.
They picked up a girl that's going to be real good for them. The missing piece that they had.
Okay.
So definitely a really good team, because they just always have size, whatever, and so I think they're going to be pretty good. I honestly have not watched any of it yet. I'll probably start watching that tomorrow morning.
We'll let you go then.
All right, thank you.
Good job. Shauna Smith, head coach of the Southeast Trojans. Her girls tonight get a victory. They are off to a 3-0 start. 55-48 was the final score. We'll take a 1-minute timeout when we come back. Third quarter action for you, Southeast within 4 of Abilene here on KINA.
Are you looking to upgrade your home with high-quality flooring and appliances? Look no further than Salina Appliance and Flooring. We're your one-stop shop for all your home improvement needs. We offer a wide selection of flooring and appliance options. Visit our showroom today located at 740 North 9th or our website at salinaappliance.com.
The Appliance Center, your local, trustworthy, and family-owned appliance dealer, providing sales, service, and parts for Salina and the surrounding area since 1980. The Appliance Center, just north of Ace Hardware on Broadway in the red and white building. Stop in today and experience the Appliance Center difference.
This holiday season, while you're wrapping gifts and decorating, remember to protect what really matters. Your home, your family, your peace of mind. At Smart Insurance, we know the best gifts don't fit under the tree. They're the ones you count on every day. From home and auto to life and business coverage, Smart Insurance helps safeguard the moments and the people you treasure most. So as you celebrate the season, celebrate with confidence, knowing we have you covered with locations in Abilene, Salina, and Harrington. Merry Christmas from all of us at Smart Insurance.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
30-26, Abilene leads it by 4. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly back here at the Purple Palace. Kevin, what'd you think of that first half? Obviously, Adam Teal got the message from Coach Flax that he should be more aggressive offensively. Sooner or later, though, you're going to have somebody else step up. Tierna Potocic's already getting a ton of attention. I imagine Adam Teal was the focus of a lot of Abilene talk defensively in the locker room. What do you think here as we get ready to start the third?
Yeah, I think, when you're as good as Tiernan is, it's just going to be one of those things where they're going to try to take you away and make somebody else beat them. It's these other guys like Lund and Lilly and Teal and Sawyers and Kerr that are going to have to play really, really strong.
There's a backdoor cut. Levi Evans and the pass from Wyatt Bathurst. Evans is able to go up and score for 2. 6-point lead by Abilene as they score. First possession of the second half. Evans in double digits now with 10. Here's Lund, short corner jumper on the baseline. That's no good. Evans with the rebound. Levi wants to push it up to the right-hand side to Becker. Becker gets in the paint, left his shot short, gets his own rebound. That's short as well. And the rebound comes out from Isaiah Kerr. Southeast up the floor. Lyric Lilly starting the second half here as he's going to hit the 3 up and good. Lyric Lilly for 3. His first basket of the night. 32-29. That cuts that Abilene lead in half.
And I think the offensive possession before that, Lund just kind of forced that. It wasn't really a good shot. He had to regather. So
Becker on the floor, tried to pass it out, was kicked by Adam Teal. So Tiernan Potocic's possession is going to be taken away here as he got the ball off the foot of Teal.
So on something like that, that's a shot clock that does reset?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, from what I understand.
Okay.
Here's Becker inside, able to get it, his body contorted around and score on the left-hand side. 34-29. Isaiah Kerr with it. He'll go to Teal. Now to Lund. Funston ran over Tiernan Potacek as he was cutting through the lane. He was following Tiernan, and the two collided. Tiernan hit the deck, and Funston's going to get the foul. That is his third. So 3 fouls for Tegan Funston. Funston will come out of the game. Ian Plunkett back in. Plunkett was able to score 2 points in the first half. Abilene had 6 bench points. There's a miss by Lilly. Bathurst goes up, gets the rebound. 6:24 left to go here, third quarter. Bathurst calling for a screen. Now he's going to pass it off to the right wing to Becker. Becker now dribbles it back to the middle. He'll play it. Now the ball popped up in the air. Plunkett and Lilly ran into each other. Now Becker has it, and he's going to go to the basket, and they're going to call a charge. Colt Becker, his first foul. And a turnover for Abilene, their 10th.
And defensively, that's kind of where we're making our money. We're really handsy, and we're kind of getting into them a little bit and need to just continue to do it and continue to get these turnovers.
Here comes Potacek up the floor. Played to the left, now gets it back to the right. Now in Teal's hands. 5:53 left to go. Here's Potacek, short corner jumper, got knocked down. Ball off the corner of the backboard, and now up the floor to Becker. Look out, it might be showtime as he rocks the rim. Colt Becker on a dunk after the ball from Potacek that went off the backboard off the right-hand side. 15 for Colt Becker. Teal now gets inside. Here's Potacek for 3. A little bit short there. Teal with the rebound. Out to Lyric Lilly. One dribble to his right. He'll drop it home. Lyric Lilly with 2 3-pointers leading the way for Southeast in this third.
And he had Becker flying by. He regathers himself, one dribble, and goes up and hits nylon.
Abilene had a 7-point lead. Here's a takeaway by Kerr up the floor to Potacek. He's shoved in the back, and he scores anyway. Tiernan was on the right-hand side of the basket, was able to make the adjustment, took the contact, and he'll go to the free throw line. And a yell of approval by Tiernan Potacek, who has just scored his first points of the night.
And that's those little things that might get a shooter going. You know, you go get an and one and see one, go through the free throw.
Foul on Ian Plunkett. That is his second. Potacek's free throw short. Boy, all of Tiernan's jumpers, not only tonight but Friday night, just seems like they're just a tick short.
Yeah. Well, and some of that you could probably say he just doesn't have a lot left in the tank right now with his legs.
Well, he's also got fingers taped together too on that shooting hand. So
yeah.
That's probably another contributing factor as Southeast of Saline commits a foul here. It'll be the Trojans' first team foul of the third quarter with 4:52 remaining. (36-34). Evans looked at a 3. Now he'll dribble to mid-range. Jumpers up and good. Levi Evans with 12.
And he's a kid that looks like he's got a high ceiling as well. He's got a nice jumper.
38-34. Abilene leading by 4. 4.5 minutes left to go. Now a foul away from the basketball. Evans holding Potacek over there. They have really paid a lot of attention to Tiernan Potacek. They've kind of went back and forth between Evans and Funston. Funston on the bench right now with 3 fouls. And that'll be Evans' third foul. Here's a shot blocked by Colt Becker down low. Goes out of bounds. Will stay with Southeast of Saline.
And, normally when you've got good legs underneath you, you can run those guys off of that. You can really, you can tell that Tiernan's legs are bothering him a little bit.
Kerr with it. Skips it through the defense. Ends up with Potacek for 3. Hits the front of the rim. Bounces out. Kerr trying to get it. He kept it alive. Now Lilly will have it. Back to the same spot he just scored. That 3 won't go down. Battle for the rebound. And it's Altwick that'll clean it up, but now he throws it away. Back to Lyric Lilly. He'll throw it out to Hendricks Lund for a three. Got it to go. Hendricks Lund. Look at Southeast scrapping on the boards, keeping balls alive. They're within one.
And they're not going to give up. This team's MO is they're not going to give up. They're going to keep scrapping, and if they win, they win. If they lose, they lose. They're just going to keep going.
Lyric Lilly trying to get another turnover away. He's gotten a couple of those tonight, just diving all over the place, and he'll earn a foul there as he was trying to get the ball away from Colt Becker. That is the second foul for Lyric Lilly in this game.
And here's the thing that I can put to you. I don't know who's coming back, right? But I think we're going to get a couple of guys back. You add this, you add to what we could be having come back to what we have right now, and this team could be dangerous in a few months.
Yeah, and it's not one of those things where it's like we need somebody to step in and score 15 or 20. It's like we need somebody to step in and breathe.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
and give some breaks every now and then. I mean, we saw it at Smoky Valley. Southeast outplayed Smoky Valley in that first game. He ran out of gas down there late. Gave up a bunch of rebounds because they were tired, couldn't get in the right position, and just physically, that's what they did. Heston's a different story. That's the number one team in the state of Kansas. Here's a foul now that will send Evans to the free throw line. That foul for Southeast of Saline on Tiernan Potocnik. That is his third. Evans' free throw goes all the way around the inside of the rim and home. 5 points in the quarter for Levi Evans. He has a baker's dozen, 13 now for the game. Second free throw on the way. Got that one to go. It's a 4-point Abilene lead. 3-point, 40-37. Hendricks Lund with the basketball. Now to Potocnik. Little pump fake. Potocnik will get inside. Left it off for Lyric Lilly. Lyric caught him by surprise, I think. Went off his fingertips out of bounds. And Southeast of Saline will turn it over for the first time in this half. So Cowboys get the ball back here, 40-37, 3:18 left to go in the third. Spoke with Shauna Smith at halftime. Her Lady Trojans got a victory over the Cowgirls tonight. 3-0 start.
And they look good doing it.
Yeah, they did. Here's Evans on the backdoor cut. Missed that shot. Abilene, though, keeps it alive. They end up with Becker down low. Colt Becker on the right-hand side of the glass. Rises up and scores. He has 17. 2:53 left to go here in the third. Still man-to-man defense. Switching a lot of screens and moving about is Abilene, especially with their guards. Also playing a lot of denied defense on Tiernan Potocnik. Now the assignment goes to Landon Rogers as he is denying Potocnik the ball. Lund down low. That's Teal. Turns and scores. Abilene, though, comes back with Wyatt Bathurst, who gets to the rim. He can't score. And the rebound to Southeast of Saline. Still in the backcourt. Abilene takes it away. A shot up at the rim. It's no good. Becker, though, on the backside. It's almost as if Landon Rogers knew he had Colt Becker on that backside. Just threw it up for him. Becker has 8 in the quarter. 19 now for the game. 2:05 left to play in the third. Here's a lazy pass stolen away. Becker out in front. Sawyers back with 4 fouls. Can just watch him and shadow him to the rim. Becker now with 10 here in the quarter, and Abilene has built that lead back to 7. And that's the fatigue thing I think we were just talking about. We'll talk about it more when we come back. 1:56 left to go in the third. It is a full timeout. Abilene leading by 7 here on KINA.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Inside 2 minutes to go here in the third. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly, 1:56 on the clock. It's a 46-39 Abilene lead. They've led by 7 a couple different times in this quarter, but Southeast just keeps coming back and not letting them get too far out of reach. Here's Potacek, a circus shot, spin move to begin it, and then he gets to the rim and scores. Tiernan Potacek with 4 points here in this quarter.
And that's what Coach Flax was telling him. Stop settling. Continue to go. Continue to attack.
46-41. Here's a backdoor cut to Becker. He missed it. Isaiah Kerr claims the rebound on the backside. Off to Hendricks Lund. Lund to the right. Picks up his dribble. Now he plays it to Potacek. Now inside. Teal. Lots of contact. He scores. Boy, that's what you want to see out of Adam Teal, isn't it?
Yep.
Toughness down low. The contact didn't bother him. He turned around and knocked it off the window. Now Funston trying to do about the same move down low off the dribble. That won't go. Another rebound, Isaiah Kerr. Here's Potacek up the floor. He is hammered and will get free throws. Tiernan Potacek got himself in a crowd of Cowboys that time, and he was knocked to the floor and will go to the free throw line. The foul will go against Ian Plunkett, his third.
And my thing is like with Hendricks Lund, he's got to stop picking up his dribble, right? He's stalling out when he picks up his dribble, and then they come attack him even more. Mm-hmm. He's such a good dribbler, and he's a guard for a reason.
Potacek misses the free throw. 62 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Nolan Hartman, a junior, has come into the game. Also Larry Kalili into the game. Kane Sawyers did play a few minutes there with those 4 fouls. Did not get his 5th, which is good news. Potacek's free throw here rolls in. Tiernan now 1 of 3 from the free throw line in this game. He has 5 points all here in the third quarter. 2-point game. 44-46. Abilene leading by 2 with the basketball. Long pass, cross court. Evans, he'll try the 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Funston down low, got the rebound. Little pump fake down low, and he's going to score. Tegan Funston, that is just his 2nd basket of the night. Remember, in their first game of the season, he scored 15 against Holton. Back to a 4-point Abilene lead. Southeast had the ball poked out of bounds. That'll stay here with the Trojans as it went out of bounds there. Now Potacek will inbound. Tiernan throws it off the back of a defender. Turns around and got it. Now he's out to Adam Teal. 3-pointer on the way. Why not? Adam Teal off the trickery from Tiernan Potacek, who took advantage of the defender turning his back to him. Here's that ball on the floor. And now we're going to have a loose ball foul called, and Francis Flax doesn't like that. That ball is sitting on the floor, and they're going to call a foul. Wow.
Yep.
Isaiah Kerr, his 2nd.
How about Adam Teal? Have a night.
Having a heck of a night, isn't he? 24 points for him. The most he has scored in his career before tonight was 8. He did it at Smoky Valley, at Heston on Friday night. Also did it against Lions last year as a junior. Abilene running out of time here. Funston has to put it up at the buzzer, and it's going to be off. No good. And a 1-point game as we go to the 4th and final quarter. Abilene, 48. Southeast of Saline, 47. 4th quarter coming up. When we come back, you're listening on KINA and watching live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Presented tonight by Smart Insurance.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and in the Central Mall, Salina, and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
Are you ready to make a meaningful impact? Join our professional healthcare team at Salina Regional Health Center. We're seeking dedicated individuals who are eager to provide exceptional care to our community. Our growing organization offers competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and opportunities for growth. We are committed to supporting you in your career. If you're ready to join a team that values compassion, teamwork, and outstanding patient care, apply now at srhc.com or reach out to me, Tess Madro, in Human Resources. Great careers start here. Salina Regional Health Center, we take care of you so you can care for others.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Southeast of Saline, Trojans with the basketball, trailing by 1, 48-47. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly here. This game's provided by Smart Insurance. 3 locations in Abilene, Salina, and Harrington. Lilly, Kerr, Potacik, Teal, Keller on the floor for Southeast of Saline. Keller inside to Teal. Little back and forth, and he's fouled. Boy, he went right into the chest of Colt Becker that time. Was able to rise up and score, and then got the foul as well. And Adam Teal now with 26 points in this game.
And he gave him a little shrug one way and reversed back the other way, used the opposite hand to shoot it.
Second foul on Becker. Free throw misses. As Southeast of Saline now with a 1-point lead, 49-48. Southeast came into this game 0-2. Abilene at 1-1. Bathurst has it on the right-hand side. Looking in down deep. Now they swing it around. It goes through Becker. Ends up top with Funston. Kane Sawyers jumps up off the bench for Southeast of Saline. Southeast playing man-to-man defense here. Abilene being very patient, taking the shot clock down to 2. Becker has to launch the 3, and he drained it. Boy, that is a great possession for Abilene and a heartbreaker for Southeast.
Yes.
Abilene back out in front by 2.
Yeah, because they used all 34 seconds of that shot clock.
Keller with it now to Lilly, up top of the circle. Lyric now one dribble, wants to go to Kerr. Isaiah drives in, plays it out to Keller. Keller now surveying. He'll play it back near side Potacik. Tiernan slices right down the paint, tried to finish with the right hand, could not, as he was kind of funneled that way. And now Abilene with it on the other end. They're going to score quickly, pushing the ball down the floor, and a basket for Landon Rogers. He has 6 points off the bench for the Cowboys. Quickly back to a 4-point Abilene lead. Kerr with it. Now to the right, Keller. Potacik gets the deck. Barrel rolls on the far side of the offense. And now they're going to call an offensive foul against Southeast, and there'll be a turnover for the Trojans, their second of the half. It's an offensive foul on Tyson Keller. His first. 10 turnovers for Southeast of Saline in this game. Abilene has 12. Abilene also has the basketball and a 4-point lead. 6:07 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 53-49. Abilene in back cut. Evans got him. Back screen.
And we haven't adjusted to that all game, Devin. They probably hit that on us about 10 times so far.
It's been the bread and butter play. That back screen hitting the cutter off the weak side. Back to a 6-point Abilene lead. 55-49. 5:38 left to go. Lob pass up over the top. They're trying Becker. Cole went up, took it away, then came down with the ball and lost it out of bounds.
But even in that situation, I don't know what we're going to gain from doing that. Yeah. The entry, the angle's not there. Nothing's there.
Yeah, if Teal catches it, he's buried underneath the rim.
Yeah.
Potacik now gets it into Lilly. Ball bounces out to the corner. Teal will pick it up. Now inside to Kane Sawyers. He has to pick it up off the deck. And when he does, he turns and scores. Kane now with 4. Fighting off foul trouble. He still has 4 fouls, but he's still out there. 4-point game. 55-51. 5:16 left to go here in this one. Becker with it. Swings it left-hand side. Evans. Back to Becker on the pick and roll. And a blocking foul will be called on Lyric Lilly. Official had his hand behind his head, and then he just kind of went down and called the block. Maybe that tells him that should have been left alone.
Yep.
Becker to the free throw line. Lyric Lilly has just picked up his third. Cole Becker's first free throw up, and no good to the right. It's his first miss from the line here in this game. He's 3 for 3 before that attempt. Bennett Altwig has jumped up off the bench. He wants to check in. Becker, though, doesn't make the free throw. But now Evans takes it away. To Funston, down the lane. Abilene with a freebie there after the steal by Evans. Tegan Funston now has a half a dozen. 57-51. Abilene still up by half a dozen. Here's Potacik for 3. That one hits the front of the rim. No good. Rebound, though, by Sawyers. Out to Kerr, who will shoot the 3. He got it. Second chance opportunity. Tip your hat to Kane Sawyers, keeping that one alive, and now Kerr has 7.
And that's why he's so important to be on the floor at times, and not picking up those early fouls, because those are the things he can do for us.
57-54. Abilene's lead is 3. They have the basketball. They did have the basketball. Kerr takes it away to Patochik. 3-on-2 Trojan break. Patochik trying to lob it up for Teal on the backside. It's taken away by Funston. Now it ends up with Colt Becker on the other end scoring. Becker with 4 in the quarter, 25 for the game. That was a 4-point swing there.
Yep.
The two teams exchanging turnovers. Abilene comes out of it with a 2-point advantage. They're up by 5 now, 59-54. Teal down low, working to the front of the rim. Can't score over Funston. And Tegan Funston grabs the rebound. We are halfway through this fourth quarter. 3:48 left to go.
Just got to lock in defensively here. Couple of stops, one at a time.
Abilene has definitely throttled back the pace of their offense. Here as we hit the halfway mark. They're going through a 1-4 high set. Evans down the paint, runs into a Trojan, charging foul. There to take it, guess who? It's Tiernan Patochik again. Patochik has been involved in about 5 of those situations tonight. Yeah. He's committed 2 fouls. He's taken 2 or 3 more. And Becker will come out of the game to get a break here. Evans on the foul that time is his 4th. The 5th turnover of the half for Abilene. So Southeast gets it back, trailing by 5. 3:25 left to go. Sawyers has it on the right. Nope, excuse me, that's Lund. Now to Patochik. Sawyer's working down low. Patochik turns to the left, gets down the lane. Might have been contacted there, lost the basketball, and it goes back into the hands of the Cowboys. 3:07 left to play.
And you can play as good as defense as you want, but when you're down and you're turning it over on the offensive end, it's not gonna end well for you.
Pass down low to Funston. He's going to be fouled by Hendricks Lund. That'll be the 3rd team foul for Southeast of Saline. For Lund, it'll be his 2nd.
And I think as Tiernan, as we go on with Tiernan this year, everybody's going to try to take him away. But when he can facilitate and make somebody else better, it's going to be valuable as well.
Sorry, I apologize. They have Hendricks Lund with 3 fouls. Now the ball on the floor. They're going to call an alternate arrow situation. It will stay with Abilene here underneath their own basket. They'll get a chance to run some baseline offense here. Bathurst in the corner, wants the 3. Rims off, no good. Teal with the rebound for Southeast. Here come the Trojans back the other way. Carry up the floor to Patochik. He'll dial it up from long distance. Off the mark, no good. Ball batted out of bounds by Abilene. It will stay with Southeast of Saline. 2:37 remaining. Colt Becker pops up off the bench. He's back into the fray for the Cowboys. He will replace Bennett Altwick.
And I think if you're Southeast, the quick shots, listen, you're not down by that much. You can move the ball and still go side to side and try to get it inside.
Teal with it. Now back to Hendricks Lund. Now to Teal. He wants to try a long 3. Off the back of the rim and up against the basket guide wire. That's going to be out of bounds to be awarded to the Cowboys of Abilene. .226 to go, 59-54. Abilene leading by 5. Abilene out of 4A out of the NCKL. Southeast of Saline out of the 3A out of the North Central Activities Association. Southeast will start league play on Friday when we travel to Beloit. Bathurst with it on the left-hand side. Now a bullet pass. Funston looking for Becker down low, deflected and taken away. Isaiah Kerr has it. He'll go right-hand side to Hendricks Lund. He'll play backdoor, left-hand side. Patochik floating and scoring. Francis Flax wants a timeout after Tiernan Patochik scores his 6th and 7th points. It's a full timeout. We will step aside. 2 minutes left to go in this one. Abilene 59. Southeast of Saline 56. Back with more Trojan basketball presented by Smart Insurance.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North Ninth, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers.
where service is everything.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Nick Garst is your producer and engineer back at the KINA studios in Salina. Brian Denner providing live stream video free of charge. You can watch live or on demand on YouTube with Salina Post. It's brought to you tonight by Smart Insurance. Abilene with the basketball. 1:54 left to go in this game. It's a one-possession, 3-point Abilene lead. See what the Cowboys want to do here offensively. 20 seconds on the shot clock. They can take this down to about 124.
But they can't eat it all up.
Yep.
That's where the shot clock comes in.
I love it.
Yep.
Because this is what we'd be watching, and then a lot of fouls if it wasn't in play.
Yep.
Bathurst shoots a three with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Won't go down. Colt Becker gets the putback. I'm surprised he went back at it. Thought he might pull it back out and run some clock, but he knew he had an advantage inside, and he's going to be fouled, and he will go to the free throw line. 25 points tonight for Colt Becker. Hit his first 3 free throws, but missed his last trip, both of them. First free throw is on its way here, and it rattles home. 5 points here in the fourth period for Becker. 26 for the game. Second free throw up and good. Southeast of Saline now trailing by 5. 80 seconds left to go. Potacek, little head and shoulder fake. Drives on Funston. Puts a runner up. That won't go. Evans with the rebound for Abilene. That was a key stop for the Cowboys. Here comes Abilene now. Evans forces the issue. Gets to the free throw line over to Bathurst. Short corner jumper. He nailed it. Wyatt Bathurst with 4 points. 63-56. 1 minute left to go. Hendricks Lund, he'll try a three. Short. Bounces to the corner. Funston has it. And now Potacek will foul him from behind. Tiernan Potacek has collected his 4th foul. Just the 4th team foul for Southeast of Saline, so Abilene will have to inbound it. Nope, 5 team fouls. So Funston will go to the free throw line. Six points for Tegan Funston. Step to the free throw line and try to distance this game or for the Cowboys. They lead it by 7 right now. First free throw is on its way, and it is good. And Abilene wants to call a 30-second timeout. Our chance to remind you, Southeast of Saline basketball tonight is presented by Smart Insurance, along with L&L Advisors, Lily Pad Septic Service, Frisbee Construction, New Image Audio, Vernon Jewelers. Also, Bank of Tesket, Salina Surgical Hospital, and Salina Fence Company. 64-56. Boy, another good effort here tonight for Southeast of Saline. And they had some guys that I think maybe Kevin developed some confidence here in this game. You got Adam Teal with the way that he's scoring. You have to have somebody get some attention off of Tiernan Potacek after that first game. We've said it time and time again. Everybody is giving him a lot of attention, and rightly so after that first performance. But where are the rest of your guys going to come up? Isaiah Kerr, I bet he's in double-digit rebounding tonight.
Yeah.
So I think things that Francis Flax wanted out of his group, he's getting tonight. So definitely a good sign here against a very good Abilene team.
Well, and I think that, some of this is just dictated from foul trouble as well, but it's kids like, like Hendricks. I'm going to hang my hat on him. He is so skilled. You can't be sitting on 6 points.
Yep.
Right? This is too big of a game. You take too many shots, right? You can't get lost in a couple of quarters. You got to stay on attack mode because somebody's going to have to take that pressure off of Tiernan.
Funston's second free throw up, no good. Southeast of Saline has it. 8-point separation right now between Abilene and SES. Teal with it. Now back to Potacik. He'll hoist the three. That's short, no good. It's kind of been the theme of his night, and actually the last 2 games is just coming up short on them jump shots.
Yeah.
Abilene has it off the deflection, now off the rebound, and they will try to break full court pressure applied by Southeast. They will play it in long to Becker. Becker comes up to the timeline, now plays it in the backcourt to Evans. 32 seconds left here in the game. There's a 5-second difference, 3-second difference between game and shot clock. Evans dribbles away from Potacik. Becker has it now. He'll play it back middle of the floor to Funston. And Francis Flax was telling his guys not to foul. Isaiah Kerr fouled and will send Funston to the free throw line.
That's one of those deals where the coach is yelling, don't foul, and he's thinking he said
foul.
All
He's hearing
I hear is foul. And
so 13 seconds left to go. Isaiah Kerr has fouled out of this game.
And not to take away from, anything that Abilene did, but we're getting better.
Yep.
Right. We can see that, and that's what we're striving to is, we've got to get past Christmas break. I think once we get past Christmas break and we can get our legs back under us and we can kind of regroup, but we're doing a lot of good things. We just can't put it together when it's, we do all the hard work to get back into the game, and then we do a few plays where we just can't grab a rebound. We can't not turn the ball over. Those are the things that are frustrating.
Funston missed the free throws. Becker tried to put it back in. He could not. Southeast of Saline has it. 6 seconds left to go. Lyric Lilly has it. He'll drive off the left-hand side. Leaner, that won't go down, and the buzzer is here, and that'll be the final. Another good effort by Southeast of Saline. Abilene, though, just too much here tonight at SES in their home opener. 64-56 the final score. Abilene moves to 2-1 on the season. Southeast of Saline falls to 0-3. When we come back, we'll go over final numbers for you. Also, your Vernon Jewelers gem of the game. And talk to Francis Flax to wrap it up. It's an Abilene Cowboy victory, 64-56. Postgame, brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers, is next here on KINA.
Southeast wins! Southeast of Saline wins! Trojan fans, it's not too late to get your 2024 state championship merch or to get custom gear to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the 2005 state championship team at Copyco. In addition to great SES gear that you can wear all year round, Copyco also offers custom printing so you can support any student athlete in any activity from football and basketball to choir and band. See them at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
The recent storm could have done a real number on your roof, but how would you know? Is your home vulnerable to future damage? Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing today. An in-person roof inspection is necessary to evaluate damage. Rely on Bryson to perform a free roof assessment. Inspect, assess, and resolve. Protect your home and make sure your insurance policy provides the coverage you deserve. Roofs, windows, siding, and gutters on your home or business. Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing, always supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
Time now for the Trojan Postgame Show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here in post-game, after a split between Southeast of Saline and Abilene, the Southeast of Saline girls win it, the Abilene boys win it. As we look at final numbers here, brought to you by the Bank of Tesca. Let's first look at scoring for Southeast of Saline. 26 points tonight for Adam Teal. Nobody else in double-digit scoring, though, for Southeast of Saline. Isaiah Kerr had 7. Tiernan Potachik had 7. 6 points for Hendricks Lund and 6 points for Lyric Lilly. 4 points for Kane Sawyers. For the Abilene Cowboys, leading all scorers tonight, sophomore Colt Becker, he had 28 points. Along with him, Levi Evans with 16. 7 points for Tegan Funston. Off the bench, Landon Rogers had 6. 4 points for Wyatt Bathurst, 2 points for Ian Plunkett, and a single point for Bennett Altwig. Southeast of Saline, 3 of 8 from the free throw line. Abilene with a decisive advantage at the free throw line. They shot 13 more free throws. They made 11 more free throws. So there's a point differential there of 11 points in an 8-point game. Once again, Southeast of Saline, 3 of 8 from the free throw line. Abilene, 14 out of 21. Turnover margin, Southeast of Saline, 13 turnovers tonight. Not terrible. Abilene had 15 turnovers. 9 of those were in the first half. Abilene got the advantage early when they started off with a 4-0 lead. They built that lead up to as many as 9 points in the second quarter. Southeast, though, would come back, and they would push back to within 2 points a couple of different times, 36-34 and 46-44. Abilene, though, would extend that lead out to 4, out to 6, then eventually end up winning by 8, 64-56. Nobody had a double-digit lead in this game, and Abilene gets the victory by 8. Our Vernon Jewelers gym of the game tonight, let's go with Adam Teal, a new career high for him. It's not even close. As I said, he scored 8 points earlier this season. Actually did it on Friday night at Heston. He also had 8 points last year as a junior. He had 26 points tonight. Got up to a lightning quick start in the first quarter, scoring 10 points in the first quarter, had 17 at halftime in a losing effort tonight for Southeast of Saline. Vernon Jewelers has a great selection of holiday gifts starting at under $100. Go see them. Great discounts here for the holiday season. Also custom repair work, and they also replace watch batteries. Don't forget about that. 64-56, Kevin. Southeast of Saline takes a loss. Now you start to turn your attention to a league game in Beloit. More orange for you on Friday against the Beloit Trojans.
Yeah, and I wrote down with 4:50 to go, we had just closed within 2, and we had a turnover. That was kind of the turning point, for me, and we had a couple possessions back-to-back that turned the ball over. And so, although we're doing a lot of really good things and these almost victories, feel-good victories, or whatever you call them, or we've got 2 out of 3 probably so far this year. We've got to figure out how to close the deal, and we got to figure out how to stop fouling early to put us in terrible situations, because that's going to be a big key moving forward. Is the size deal isn't going to stop. We're going to continue to keep playing big kids, and so with only having 6, potentially 7 guys, we got to start playing a little cleaner.
That'll do it here from Southeast of Saline. We'll do it all again on Friday. Join us at 5:45 for pregame. We'll renew the Trojan War. Southeast of Saline and Beloit. It's coming up Friday right here on KINA.
Are you